and they keep unsyncing, like the beeping.
Oh man.
Or one will open up 4 different cars. It's just like hell for us. And then like, the guy who comes and does our keys, and he's just like he hates us.
How the fuck y'all do it again?
Yeah.
How'd you get the Bret one signed? The Bret Hart one.
Oh,
Bret Hart.
did you buy it signed?
Yeah, that one is signed from the whoever made the toys. That's not
You didn't get it signed.
no.
So they just signed it,
That's a
Bret Hart.
fake.
Yeah. No, wait. That's the one Thailand got signed for me.
Really?
Mhm.
What the fuck was this?
I don't know. Like when I was still working Advantage.
He's a secret.
Is this the?
Ah.
I don't know
I
how
know-
I got it.
I know Mick Foley's coming into town sometime this year
Yeah.
for the trading.
I'm
card
still
thing.
mad. I had tickets to go, and the pandemic ruined that.
I had tickets to go to when
The Improv.
WrestleMania was on in Dallas.
Yeah,
I had tickets for the convention,
yeah.
and I never made it because
You
I
don't
took
have
my
something you're going to
godkids
open during the show, do you?
to the meeting
At the
greet stuff
beginning?
for
The Modelo?
WWE.
We're one of those.
Okay.
I didn't want to reach.
Then-
No, I'll take the
I'll do the
the
Modelo.
black one. Yeah.
All right. So everybody will open up something at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
Cool.
Start that way.
Yeah.
Pass me the bottle opener.
Well, don't open it yet.
No, I'm not, but I need it.
Oh.
So does he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's 2.
Oh, there's
Okay.
2 of them. Look at that.
there you go.
3 of them, technically.
Damn.
And pass Chris's keys over
I always stay prepared.
there. Yeah.
Just dropping shit.
Oh, Stone Cold.
What?
Is it an earthquake?
I know.
Party.
Out of all the toys, you got the best in the world up there, huh?
Yeah.
Shamer man.
I was really
That's-
looking for CM Punk.
That's Porsche's.
That's Porsche's contribution.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's like-
how are you guys
Two
temperature wise?
contributions, by the
It's
way.
hot.
We're good.
It's hot.
It's fucking hot.
Hey,
I'll be honest.
can you turn it down just a little bit? Maybe you would put it on AC.
What's it on here?
They're trying to kill me.
You crack the window?
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
at Heat 74.
Heat 74. Oh yeah, put it on AC now. Yeah. Thank you.
You'll just freeze me out there.
Well,
I haven't
we're
even
like
turned, I
close
haven't
to
turned
each
my
other
heater
here.
on yet in my house. I haven't turned it on once.
Me neither.
I sleep with AC on 65 every
Why you
night.
got the See, I would have had the camera.
I literally
so you don't
snuffed
see
my
your legs.
sister-in-law
I
out.
don't want to lower those blinds down.
You'd want to have it right there, right?
Yeah,
Edge of the
the
table.
light.
Oh, it's on the thing. Yeah.
Edge of the table? No?
Is that for the flies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
It
go.
flies.
Goodbye.
Yeah. No, don't close it. Don't close it.
Okay.
You want to hear, right?
Well, no, I figured it's just gonna get too stuffy in here if it's closed.
Yeah,
Okay.
both doors actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both end doors.
Yeah. Do you want to redo that, or are you good there? What was there?
Well, we
thing?
don't have an aspect ratio option, so
Okay.
the further I
It
put
looks
it
good
back,
like that.
It looks good?
Honestly, it looks
Something
good.
like
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody, just keep your hands to yourself underneath the table. Y'all be
Hi.
fine.
Oh.
Are y'all
Yeah.
keeping
Can you see
lights
this?
turned on?
Mm.
No, it's fine.
Can't see.
You can see my hands.
Right, there it goes.
I will
Whoa,
not
whoa,
make
whoa.
that needs to
Yeah.
go. That needs to go somewhere.
Yeah, we're all good here. All right.
Hold
let's-
on before you get started.
Okay, hold on. I'm holding.
We're live.
Oh shit!
So
all
you
Live,
can, you can
right,
share
all
the
right.
book
I'm gonna start.
Can I start
doing
over?
it.
We're live, pal.
Yeah. View channel.
Houston Wrestling Day.
Mr. Your interview. All right, here we go.
Nope, this isn't Great House and Bash.
What?
The one that says live.
Hey man, wait.
I'm getting ready.
It's gonna be a while.
Take it easy.
Hey.
Don't be afraid.
All right,
I'm
hold
a
on,
professional.
hold on.
Okay?
Oh, are you?
I'm a professional drinker.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
Copy link.
Beep, beep,
Beep.
beep.
Let's move it over to the HWR page.
I threw my phone on the floor.
Did you?
I sure did.
Do you need it?
No. Make
Hey,
sure.
I guess Robert Medlin's not coming today then, huh?
Guess not.
Yeah.
Where are we putting them?
Yeah, I
Standing
know.
up in the corner
On my lap.
with him facing the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the 6 of us has to be dead, right?
Yes.
I'll just stand here the whole time.
Yeah.
I'll just be like this the whole
I
time.
mean, we'll just replace one white guy for another. 2023 year.
This is just a review, right? Or
Mhm.
you're not previewing.
No,
anything?
no,
You're
no, we're just talking
any
about
other product?
2023. That's it. All right.
Oh, no, Mexicans eat that taco.
There's chocolate there too.
Oh, there's in here?
No, over here.
Oh, that'd be a weird mix there.
Posts. And switch over from HWR to my personal. Then search HWR. HOUSTON.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Oh. I didn't know what was happening there. All I knew was that the table was moving. I was like, oh no, what happened?
It's just slowly falling.
Yeah.
What is this? Bodega.
Wait.
Well stocked IPA.
No, I'm trying.
This is new.
Oh, I'm not on my Wi-Fi. That's probably help.
This is new. I was when I worked for Brooklyn, I went to New York for Christmas.
The Jags
Yeah.
scored,
That was
so
the brewery, the 21st Amendment. That's when they bought them. So they had a launch party in New York. So we had this whole restaurant right by it. Literally, like the outside of the restaurant, you could see the Statue of Liberty. Like it was obviously across the water, but like once they closed down this whole entire back part of the restaurant, and it's like people wearing suits and shit, and I'm just fucking
Flip-flops?
No, I had fucking like a jacket on and shit because it's cold as New York, but yeah, they were like all of 21st Amendment's beers were free. They have a watermelon beer. It was all free for the whole night.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying. I know.
I mean, my beer was free the whole weekend, but not just event.
This is like our shawarma scene.
Yeah.
Our shawarma.
So is Noah going to be considered other?
Yes.
And I'm guessing last year's other got taken up by TNA, right?
Yeah.
Did
Speedball
it?
and Osprey.
Yeah.
Is other.
You mean to just start hitting record now?
It's been
It's been recorded.
Yeah, we've been
I
live.
already
on
shared
your
the link.
on your.
I did not.
Oh, on your.
I'm waiting for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucked up and shared it already because I assumed we were going to be ready.
Got that Stone Cold bear. What?
Okay, I'm shared up. Let me open the chat. Boom. There we go. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. You got it?
Yeah.
Is that recording?
Yeah.
You're on? We're
Yeah.
on?
Let's roll.
Live from HWR HQ.
LGBTHQ.
Oh, yeah, whatever. From here in Houston, Texas, it is the 2023 Year in Review special from Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Travis.
No, you're not. That's Arnold.
Wait, so you're Abel.
I'm Abel. Oh! Ha
This is Arnold.
This is Latin Lover. Oh, no. Wait.
ha! Hector.
I'm Bob White.
Bob White.
And I'm Bob Black.
Street down the street. The street down the street.
Oh, yeah.
Bob White Drive.
There we go. Hey!
Hey.
Congrats, everybody.
Oh.
Made it through another year.
Yes,
We have
sir.
survived Another year.
It is 2024. That means we got to review 2023. This is a big deal for HWR every single year. If you have not watched before, then let me just explain a little bit. Basically,
We talk a lot.
2-3 hours, right? We're going to talk about who our favorite superstar is, best rookie of the year, who's on the come up moment, all that stuff. We're doing all that, but it leads to the main event, which the main event for us is our match of the year. Throughout the year, we come up with match of the year candidates. We've changed the rules over the course of the last few years. This year, our rule was we're going to have categories. And we have our WWE, which includes NXT, our AEW, which includes Ring of Honor, New Japan, All Japan, which includes Stardom.
New Japan includes Stardom.
Okay.
And then the rest.
So those are our 4 categories. So we have 4 matches of the year that we had at the end of the year. Some of them got switched out over the course of the year. And now we watched all 4 of them right now before we rank them in order. Each one of us has our ballot. and they all have a point. You know, if it's your number one match, that gets 4 points. Between the total of all of us, whichever match gets the most points
Gets out of the blue block.
right. Whichever match has the most points is our match of the year for 2023, and that's how we're gonna culminate this episode here. So that being said,
What's up,
Chris, what's up, brother? Chris,
y'all ready?
I'm ready. What do you got first for us,
Oh, shit.
sir?
Male of the year. Go.
Oh damn!
Why you gotta start with me?
Because you haven't been on the show for forever.
Yeah.
That's true.
Both y'all.
Yeah.
I got mine.
I can start talking about it now because
Go ahead.
I've been on the show.
Spit
No,
it out.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, you gotta go.
Male of the year. I gotta give it to Will Ospreay.
Ooh.
He's not only been doing it in Japan, he's been doing it in AEW, he's been doing it in the Indies
Impact.
and
Mm.
Impact now.
Yeah.
You know, he's got his fingerprint everywhere except for WWE, but still.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. I like that.
That's a
one.
good one. Yeah.
Not to put anybody on the spot, but for someone that primarily watches WWE, who's your superstar of the year in the men's category?
Oi, bro.
What?
Hey!
Wow.
Dude,
Wow.
That's the first swerve we've had of the night.
he is my
Deep swear.
my
what do you
newest
drive?
favorite wrestler that I have. Like, I love
big
everything
wrestler.
he does. He's like really, really fucking good in the ring. Personal thing, he finally got diagnosed with autism in his 20s.
Right.
My kid has autism, so it gives me hope as someone like raising somebody with it.
He has
And-
autism?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I
So
did not
he
know
didn't
that.
know he fucking had it. That's just
Yeah,
that's how most people end up being.
He just thought he was nerdy.
Yeah. So he gives me hope, but not even to take that out of it. Amazing wrestler, dude. Like I can't think of a match that I've seen with him that I did not love. Like not even love.
All right.
Every single match I've ever seen him in, I've loved it.
Oh, that's
High
some
Yeah.
foreshadowing for the
Goddamn.
match
Yeah.
of the year.
Yeah,
as well.
bro.
Yeah.
How about you,
Oh
boss
man,
man?
my male superstar of the year is MJF.
Wow.
I have absolutely 100% fallen in love with MJF over the course of this year. I liked him a lot in 2022. 2021, he was okay, just another guy to me. Somebody that was all right on the same level as
The devil.
Sammy Guevara, as Jack Perry, whatever, right? You know, just like somebody that is prominent in AEW programming. But I don't know. This year, I think it really, really solidified it for me that he is currently my favorite wrestler. Full stop. He is my favorite wrestler right now. Not my favorite wrestler of all time. Of course, you guys know my favorite wrestler of all time is this guy right here. Right there, him and Hart. Hey, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Arnold said it too.
HBK?
But for the longest time, I thought that was going to be that title for Abel's favorite wrestler of all time was going to be usurped by either CM Punk or Brian Danielson, whatever you want to say. But it never got to that point. I'm tempted to say that right now, MJF is my number 2.
All time?
Of all time, he's my number 2 right now. And
And it's only 5 years of MJF.
I know.
Yeah.
And beforehand, it was just my liking to him was just his talking. But I think that his ring skills were uncovered, not developed, uncovered
That's a good
this
one.
year. Because the first couple of years of AEW was just a chicken shit heel, and that's it, right? But he can go, and I think we saw that this year. That he could really go.
Even hurt, he can go.
In
Yeah.
MLW, shortly before AEW
Yeah.
hit the big stage, you and I, we kind of knew that was coming. But it's never too late to join the party.
Yeah, Scotty too hotty.
Mine's might be a little left field. I will say Ospreay.
It's Drew McIntyre.
Everything, huh?
It's Drew McIntyre.
Oi!
You missed my whole rant about him at when we watched War Games. So.
Yeah.
My male wrestler of the year is Dirty Dom.
Whoa!
Okay, so
Wow.
and let me
Wow.
and let me
I'm not mad at
go.
that.
Let
It's
me
not his mic skills because we can't hear shit.
exactly. and I'll even throw in. It's not even his wrestling ability matches. It's the fact that I've watched him over the whole year, and like we watch NXT all the time together. So like we've seen his when he was the global was it champion? North American champion. But like look at Dom from the beginning of the year to now, like that he's grown so much over the course of the year.
You're right.
He's been in main feuds. He's had matches with main guys.
Main event NXT.
Yeah, he was a
event
champ. Yeah. I see a
Main event Survivor Series technically.
Yeah. I see a bright future for Dom. And he has gotten a whole lot better in his matches. And the fact that he looks just like Eddie, Eddie wrestles like Eddie.
He looks just like his dad.
Yeah. And that's the thing that he's been working a lot this year.
Yeah.
Going from Raw, NXT, to SmackDown.
They put him with Punk.
The house shows.
And the house shows.
Yeah.
They don't do that just because like that. Oh, that's gonna get heat. They need somebody that can work. And
even if it's Punk's choice to choose somebody,
Yeah.
it's a big deal if he chose.
Yeah.
you.
He's at the very least the most improved this year. At the very
That-
That's where I have him.
Yeah, that's at the very minimum. Because there was
I
a
put
point
him
where
there
he
too,
would come
yeah.
on my TV screen and I wanted to like him, but he was so fucking green. Like he bypassed NXT because he was Ray's kid and all that stuff, and he just like we watched the growing pain, so that was kind of a good
He
thing.
debuted in
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah, of course, yeah,
and he was on Lucha Underground.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like
He spent his time on the indies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He paid his dues. That definitely wasn't a capacity crowd at the Lucha Underground lair, whatever the fuck they call it.
Lair.
Temple.
More than the Impact show in Chicago.
Yeah. Chris,
Um,
what about you?
What obscure Japanese wrestler is it?
Actually,
Maki Ito.
It's The Rock. It's on
I fucking you.
The King
There's
of-
only one promo. So because there was only one promo, I have to go with MJF. As my wrestler of the year. I think if there was more Ospreay on the mic, then we would have had time to develop him as an actual character on USA television in front of an American audience. Because New Japan, I hate to disrespect Hector. I don't watch the conferences after the show. I don't watch a lot of this stuff. I know the seppuku is coming.
Yeah.
I just see Ospreay wrestle in New Japan, and he is fucking good. I've seen him wrestle in the Indies. And when he's in the Indies, 99% of the time, he's wrestling, which is fucking good.
Yeah.
I've only seen him on the mic once, and that was the promo to build his match at All in London.
Yeah.
Which was really good.
Really?
But one promo does not make the whole year for me.
What about Forbidden Door?
I don't remember that.
It was his match against Omega 2.
Yeah, I don't remember the promo. I remember his promo because he was really fired up and talking shit about Jericho. Like, he really made Jericho look like a fucking pansy in that promo. And at that moment, I was like, pansy. Fuck Jericho. I want Ospreay to win this, and he's the heel.
And now the whole world says fuck.
To be
Jericho.
fair,
Now the whole world says,
Jericho.
Jericho away. Yeah. So,
He didn't sign no NDA.
No.
the other thing, like, we're still catching Ospreay mid-eclipse, kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
This
on the
last
come
year,
up.
we saw MJF both as the best heel of the roster while CM Punk was gone. And then by the end of the year, he's everyone's scumbag
Yeah.
as the anti-hero / babyface that we cheer against the other heels.
Right.
Like, he gave us everything that year. Ospreay hasn't given us everything to a full extent yet, as far as both sides of his character. So I think because of that, I got MJF as my guy.
All right.
There might be some more honorable mentions. I got Ospreay. Yeah.
Ospreay's a good one.
Dude,
Yeah.
He's definitely number 2, if not number 1.
No, think of last year, whenever AEW signed Jay White, everyone was like, "Oh, WWE really want him," but the most WWE fans were like, "Okay, I didn't really want Jay White, whatever."
Who is Jay White?
Yeah, this year, like if next week it comes out that AEW signed for 4 years, I'm be like, "Damn, I would have loved to see him in WWE." Not to say he's not great in AEW because he is. I just think he would be a fucking instant superstar in the WWE, and he would like be like the face of WWE within the year.
Ospreay?
Well,
No.
I think
MJF.
Oh, MJF.
Yeah.
MJF and Ospreay, I think, are the last 2 guys right now in the quote unquote indies or competition where they don't need NXT.
Yeah.
You put them on Raw or SmackDown, and you're losing money.
Yeah.
And I've got the same argument about seeing both sides of the character. Dude, Carmelo Hayes in NXT has been fucking solid.
Yeah,
You paid
that's
money
fair.
to see him main
yeah.
event a show in Austin.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We've seen him as a baby face overcoming Braun Breaker to win the title, and now his like shady shit with Trick. Now that Trick's getting all the attention towards the end of the year, Carmelo's fucking fire.
His SmackDown debut.
That's
What?
right.
Well, it's
His SmackDown debut was probably my favorite NXT call up
Since
of
Owens.
all time. Yeah, besides Owens, and that doesn't even really count because he was still the champion.
Yeah.
He was kind of doing both. He literally like went from one to the other, and I think that's what everyone. It was notoriously like fuck whenever they came up from NXT or little by little like brought in. Dude, he came in first night. I was like, wow, he had the crowd. A crowd that you can tell does not watch NXT
Yeah.
as they keep
They want him.
as,
They want him.
as they keep trying like bringing people up. You can still tell the casual WWE fan does not watch NXT still because they didn't
Yeah.
give a fuck about a Grayson Waller. They don't care about Cameron Grimes right now. Like it
Austin
sucks.
Theory.
Austin,
They
they don't
didn't care
care.
at first. They didn't.
They don't care. But this guy instantly was like, "Whoa, this guy's good!" Like immediately, and the sky's the limit for him.
He's him.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is him.
Any other mentions besides those three? Well, 4 technically, since he brought up, he picked Dom.
Yeah.
I have an honorable mention.
Yes. go ahead.
Samoa Joe.
Oh,
Samoa Joe is on the come up. Like, dude,
Which is weird because it feels like in
Yeah.
wrestling fans,
Dude,
indie
he's
fans,
been-
he's been on
yeah.
the come up.
he's
He's
been
been up.
wrestling
Yeah.
since I was
He's been
in
there.
Yeah, since
Yeah.
I was still in high school.
He's
He
on the
was
way
in
down.
TNA.
I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, but yeah, like, dude, I didn't. Again, I famously have never watched TNA, so I don't know if he was ever a TNA champion. Was he?
He was
Yes.
All right,
too
cool.
late.
Cool.
Way
I'm
too late.
Yeah,
way
that's
too
the thing.
late.
I don't give a fuck. This is his first world title, and it's fucking well deserved because regardless of whether he was supposed to be champion or not, it's well deserved because dude, he earned that shit.
what
earned
titles
that
did he
shit.
have in WWE?
None.
Oh,
NXT.
Okay.
Yeah.
NXT
Yeah,
title.
NXT.
That's it.
Did he
But-
make a run for the U.S. title?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, him and AJ were like had that feud for the U.S. title, but I think AJ ended up winning. He beat Ricochet. Yeah, he was the U.S. champion, but nobody cared. That's different. That's
Yeah.
different. In general,
it's not a
his
world
best stuff in
heavyweight title,
WWE was just like it didn't require a belt. You can tell he was just that damn good. He just had a bad injury, like a bug.
Several.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. But
Joe went from being pushed into a commentary team
yeah,
on WWE to being the champion of
The competition.
the competition.
Yep.
The
And
king
not
of
in
TV.
one of those he's an ex-WWE guy, so we're gonna put him as a champion.
Yeah,
He actually
yeah.
like all of his matches have been solid.
yeah.
You know, if we're giving out honorable mentions, I can't believe nobody said this. What?
Well, I thought you were going to mention this guy.
Oh no, hell no,
Whoa!
no. I was gonna go on the other side. Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Seth Rollins has been the alternative all year to Roman,
Mr. Consistent.
and Mr. Consistency, and kind of the thing that made WWE a little bit more popular this year.
Yeah.
WWE in 2022, 2021, even 2020. For me, there was secondary viewing,
Yeah.
but by a long shot. Like,
Yeah.
like AEW was here, WWE was way down here. But Seth Rollins and his feud with Cody and his world title run, that really has made him a little bit more prominent, a little bit more relevant, made WWE a little bit more relevant. And right now, at the end of the year, I would say half of the IWC is saying, no, WWE is the best, whereas the other half is saying AEW the best.
Even the marks are
Whereas this time last year, everyone was still more pro AEW
Yeah.
than they were pro WWE. And a big credit of that can be given to Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a fair.
it's almost like unfair to have him in the list because like he's already the bar like as far because Will Ospreay like oh shit he's the new toy, Dom the new toy, MJF the new toy. Seth Rollins has been there.
Yeah.
They're just getting up to his level.
He's
in
been
my
there
opinion.
consistently the
Yeah,
whole year.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
almost it's like we're taking him for granted because he's so.
He's one of those guys you'll miss when he's gone.
Oh, for
Mhm.
sure. You'll appreciate him a lot more. You'll appreciate the matches he had on main event in 2013 a lot more whenever he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, motherfucker was good.
Yeah. How about the ladies? Female of the year.
Got it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of good choices because this year, 2022 was the year of the lady, in my opinion.
Really?
Go for
You
it.
think so?
Go for it.
Oh, wow.
I think-
I disagree. Please go.
I think each company's probably has well, maybe not each company, but like I would say the one who stood out, in my opinion, Mommy. Dude, she is top. Dude, male, female, she's
Yeah.
top right
Yeah.
here, dude. Don't even don't treat her like a woman.
I would say top 5,
Yeah.
regardless of
Regardless
gender.
of- yeah.
Rhea.
Dude,
Yeah.
she is over like fucking Rover. Io Sky. Io Sky in Puerto Rico.
Is what opened everyone's eyes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
They saw what we saw on NXT for fucking years. She should have been
Yeah.
called up before the pandemic.
and
But-
that's also part of the sheep thing that I keep telling you guys. If I like, for example, if I go to a wrestling show
Mhm.
and I don't see people across from me across the ring like I see it on television, I'm not gonna enjoy myself as much. If there's a crowd full of 20,000 people cheering for EO in another fucking country that's not the United States, and the crowd watching on TV are noticing 20,000 people are going ape shit for EO randomly, their perception's gonna be like, she must be good. Why the fuck are they suddenly cheering her now? And she ended up getting a world title run. She's still a world title champion. Right?
Another much and ironically compared to Seth Rollins because she's the standard right now. Becky Lynch. I, full disclosure, do not think the War Games match should have been on this fucking list. Should have been Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. That match,
which is a nominee. It got bumped.
Yeah.
We'll get to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We'll get to that.
Trish Stratus got the best of everyone. Like everyone who came, Zoe Stark looked amazing. Everyone who got put up against Becky Lynch, Nia fucking Jax. Take me this year, but Nia Jax, the best match I've seen her in her entire career was with Becky Lynch. We take her for granted, but she's that goddamn good.
Because she's had her moments.
Yeah.
So you've already pre-ordered her book. It comes out in March.
I was
Be the
elected
man,
to
or-
lead, not to read.
Yeah. Yes, you have to agree.
Yeah.
You disagreed with him that
She
it's
might have
not
some,
ladies.
she might
here.
have some pictures.
Yeah.
Of
Where do you see
That's correct. I very much so disagree that it's the ladies' year. I think it's definitely not the ladies' year. Although I do agree with you on who the woman of the year is. It is Mommy. It's Rhea Ripley. Goddamn, Rhea Ripley is the best thing. I agree. She could be top 5 of popularity, regardless of gender, right? I absolutely love Mommy. All right. All that being said, I think this has been a very weak year for women's wrestling.
Definitely AEW.
Well, AEW and WWE, because there's been so much inconsistency. Whereas last year you could be like, oh yeah, Mommy's on the come up, and you know Bianca is badass, and you know you still have Charlotte and Becky trying to establish their dominance,
having one more run.
But
Lita.
this year in 2023, with Bianca out, and what the hell happened to Britt? Who is the women's champion in AEW?
Charlotte was out. She came back, and now she's gone again.
Jade was great, but she went away, and she was supposed to show it, and like she hasn't even really debuted. And like, who's dominant in WWE? The only person is Mommy. Yeah, you say Io Sky had a really good run, and she did, but I would definitely not say that Io Sky made it the year of the woman. I would say the year of the woman was probably 2021. And you know when they peaked having the WrestleMania main events.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Sasha and Bianca main event.
Right,
91?
exactly.
I mean,
I think
23 Rhea and Charlotte main event at WrestleMania.
yeah, but that match wasn't all that great. I didn't think it was. It wasn't as good as Bianca's match with
that doesn't mean it's not great.
Becky? No.
Yeah, but it still wasn't that good. I don't know. I it wasn't a highlight for me for 2023, and I don't think it defined anything for its respective year. I think this year, women's wrestling, both in WWE and AEW, the quality's fallen down in both of the years.
How about you, Scotty?
Or both of the federations. Sorry,
That's fair.
Scott,
That's fair
go
point.
ahead.
It's Mommy. It's Mommy. She's been dominant the whole time, and she's easily in the top. I'd put her probably in the top 3 most popular right now.
So I'll go off on a limb. Go.
My one would be
1A.
Tiffany Stratton.
I didn't even get to NXT. NXT's women's division is
probably the best of
rolling.
the 3 right
Taya
now.
Valkyrie?
Consistency right now.
Taya
Yeah.
Valkyrie's
Yeah.
underrated as
I think
Or Davenport.
I think NXT's women's roster is the best representation of women
yes,
that I watch.
which would make
that I've
sense.
seen.
You,
So
you
the-
don't
the-
watch NXT, so you wouldn't.
True.
Because like you can have a whole show dedicated to the women on NXT, and nobody would like with other matches, but
Yeah.
like the main storyline goes through the whole episode of
Yeah.
NXT just involving women, and nobody's like, this is too much women.
Yeah.
You know?
For a
So
2-hour show, they always have at least 2 or 3 women's matches.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go 4 for 4. Mommy's my pick for women, but I will say she still could have been better.
Mhm.
And I don't say this from her standpoint. I mean, where the title defenses, where the matches, where the feuds. Even as a woman's champ, most of her time she's still a member, even if she's the leader in some aspects of the storyline of the Judgment Day, rather than her having her own defined story. The primary is her as the collective with the Judgment Day,
Yeah.
and not her as herself
Yeah.
mowing through bitches.
It was
Yeah.
almost the
Which
same
is what I
as-
wanted. Which is
Straight
if
up
Rhea
mowing.
finally got a title win at Mania,
Yeah.
I would have wanted to see her mowing through women until the Rumble, where she gets
too.
this close to somebody gets this close.
Yeah, no one's even
That
come
they need to
close.
redo it at Mania or redo it at another big show for them to solidify Rhea's
Yeah.
run as. I don't think Rhea's had a solid run with this belt right now, with this brand new
Yeah.
offshoot WWE Women's
Yeah.
World Champion or whatever they
Yeah.
call that shit.
That's fair.
That I pick Mommy because she has a lot to offer character wise. Her matches have been good, and she makes the Judgment Day instantly credible. And I say
Yeah.
that over Priest,
Yeah.
over Balor, and over the children. Rhea adds the
Maybe-
Rhea's adding the
Whoa,
value in that.
maybe
group
not over
more than
R-Truth.
anyone.
Yeah, R-Truth
Yeah,
is
yeah,
well,
yeah.
come on, bro.
That's 24. We'll get there.
Our truth's not in Judgment.
Oh no.
But he
Bullshit.
is. He beat JD
Yeah,
McDonough.
he's in. I changed it in Wikipedia. He's in.
Oh wait, he is 2023.
Yeah,
That was the end.
Yeah,
That was the end,
last
yeah.
episode.
So yeah, we got time for that.
Hector, who's your woman
I'll
of the
go
year?
5 for 5 on that, Rhea.
Nice.
It's a no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who would be your honorable mention or your second?
Honorable mention. I'll go way other side.
You're going Julia.
Julia.
Huh?
Good.
Ah.
He's that guy.
Everything
He's
I've
that
seen-
guy.
No,
That's why we have.
Besides
him.
just how fine she is, everything I've seen
Julia?
from wrestler, she's fucking good. Like I've watched like clips.
Nice.
Obviously, I don't sit down and break down tape, right? But I watch clips of Julia. And I'm just like, fuck, she's good. She's good
I
as
saw
hell.
2 matches. I saw her beat Willow Nightingale for the women's title, and then I saw her in another match that off the top of my head I can't remember. That bill of goods is a solid sale.
Oh,
She's
so
good.
I've seen her since almost
The year before,
a
right?
year before that, and that was in the Stardom version of the G1.
Mhm.
And all of her matches, man, got better to better to better to better. Final fucking best match I ever watched from the women's
Wow.
side over there.
Mm.
That would be like for y'all. It would be a good sit down to see like this
The
is
progression?
Julia. Yeah.
Now, before we move on from the women's category, woman of the year category, Portia, an actual bona fide woman, is chiming in on the in the live chat.
Pre
here.
or post?
Last time I checked.
Portia, thank you for joining us in the live chat. She says, in all fairness, Jay's mom got worse from when she came to the WWE, and she was by her side until she passed, and she's emotionally wrought.
Yeah.
So that's some of the reason why
For sure.
Jade wasn't as prominent, because there was a lot of hype going from of Jade going from AEW to WWE. That would have been a really big get.
Even then, last
Yeah.
year could have been a culmination of her storyline when she lost the belt
Mhm,
to Statlander,
Mhm.
mhm.
and they never really followed up with it.
No.
She
Yeah,
lost the
yeah.
belt. She said she was leaving, so she jobbed
And-
on
and
She
Rampage.
had, she had that match,
That was it.
Rampage, and then that was it.
That was it.
And Portia also says, I believe that there was a whole women's show in NXT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was.
Yeah.
It was pretty weak, yeah.
If you're watching this live in the live chat, thank you so much. I should have done this at the top of the show.
Yeah.
Please log into your YouTube account. That way you can follow along with us and comment, just like how Portia did in the live chat. That way you can ask us questions
Oh, Porsche,
and chime in.
I need paper and a pen, please, or pencil.
Oh, yeah. We need
Yeah.
to keep score. But yeah, if you're joining us, please log in, say hi, fact check, throw in your opinion. Just talk shit, whatever. I'm going to involve you as best as I can in the show. If you're not watching us live, that's okay. Still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio.
Even though loved timeless.
Mm.
Tony
Timeless.
Oh, God.
I know it's only 4 months. 4 months doesn't add up to a year,
No
but
matter.
goddamn.
What is it? Chin up.
She's chin
tits
up,
up.
tits out.
It's
Watch
the
for the
most-
shoe.
It's the most relevant she's been in her whole career.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is after the abomination that
Oh.
was the Outcast storyline or whatever that was supposed to be. That was a
Right.
horrible
That
fail.
women's match at All In general was god awful.
It's caca. And that's hard to say because the talent that was in it.
Yeah,
It's
Yep.
still.
you know, I love everything from Timeless right now.
I'll second Tiffany Stratton.
Ooh.
That's another one. She
Yeah.
like
Superstar.
there was probably I think it was 2002 because 2001 was
God,
Trish.
damn, we're going way back.
Trish's debut at WrestleMania with Vince
Mhm.
versus Shane and,
Mhm.
and Mama McMahon. The next year, you saw Trish grow from pushing the wheelchair
Yeah.
to being that woman.
Yeah.
And I think we saw. I'm seeing that right now with Tiffany Stratton last year.
Her match with Becky Lynch this year.
Yeah.
My God.
both of them.
Both
Yeah,
of them.
both of
Both
them.
of
Yeah.
Both of them.
Amazing match. Amazing. She's gonna shoot for the star. I think. Okay, maybe maybe over so 23. I think 24 is going to be very promising for the women.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I very much hope so.
Still don't
especially
think
with
so in
Tony Storm.
AEW. Like in AEW, they have the talent there. They just don't know how to utilize it.
Now that they have thank you, Portia. Now that they have Deanna Purrazzo, oh man, that's gonna be great.
Man,
And hopefully returning Jamie Hayter.
Yes,
Yeah.
Please.
Get some haterade in
forgot
there.
about Jamie Hayter.
Statlander has this thing going on with Stokely.
Thicker than a bowl of
So-
oatmeal.
Dude,
Yeah.
that stuff that clip
shit
I
was
shared,
so
Joe.
fucking funny.
Yeah, yeah. So
He didn't tell a lie.
they have a lot set up.
Poor Willow.
Yeah.
Oh, and Willow.
You know what? And Willow too. She's been kind of flying under the radar, but Willow's been doing very, very well.
Julia Hart.
Julia Hart.
Yeah.
Julia fucking Hart, dude.
Wow.
Sky Blue.
Oh,
Dude. I'm gonna watch her
Shout
read
it
a fucking
out
dictionary.
in 3. Tag
Oh,
team of the
shit.
year. 1, 2, 3.
the Acclaimed.
FTR.
Oh man, I don't even know.
I don't even fucking.
I can't even think.
Definitely not a WWE. Man.
No!
That's my number 2.
KO
Yeah.
and Sammy. KO and
KO
Sammy had a solid ass tag team this
Okay.
year. The
This
Creed-
is what happens when you break up the Usos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeet?
WWE does not have a prominent tag team right now. They don't.
No.
No. They're always. It's all. It's
Oh
just
man, you know what? You're not looking deep enough.
Okay.
Creed brothers.
the
Oh,
Creed
I said
brothers.
Creed brothers.
I mean,
Yeah, but
Creed brothers.
Okay.
They've had a decent.
Now
run
that
in
was a
NXT.
debut when they beat the Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
That was but then they didn't roll with it. They
Not
didn't roll
yet.
with it. Same thing with the girls, the Scottish girls.
Oh,
yeah. Hellfire.
Yeah.
Or whatever their name
yeah,
is.
they had a great debut.
Isle
But
of
then,
Fire.
Alba
but
Fire.
Alba
but then,
Fire.
Alba Fire
then
and
Rousey
Alba
and Shayna.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this. The Guns.
Oh,
Yeah.
Guns up.
Guns up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I gotta give it up to them,
I
man.
spit my beer out.
Even without the belts,
Yeah.
they made themselves something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Give them.
Yeah. That the Bullet Club Gold is in a situation right now where 1 or 2 people are worth more than the rest. I think everyone's value is equal. The Guns as a team, Juice as as himself, Jay White by himself, Juice and Jay when they did the 6-mans or 8-mans or when they teamed,
Hell, even
they're
Card
all
Blade.
good. They're all good. Cardblade.
Cardblade.
Yeah, they're all good. Yeah, but my FTR still. That I know it petered out a little bit towards the end.
What do they got going on? FTR.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Once Punk left, once Daddy left, they've been kind of.
You know, and that's why I hesitate to say FTR.
Right now, their storylines with the House of Black.
Yeah.
So
House of Black is doing these backstage promos, just basically talking crap to him.
Who in House of Black?
Alistair and Buddy
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
It looks like they're building up Brody as a
singles.
that's a singles man,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, I really
I
like
want more
Brody.
Brody.
Yeah,
I want more Brody.
yeah. I think again, I always say this shit, but him, yeah, they're about to win. The Titans are about to win. We're about to be the AFC South champions. I say this shit, but Brody King, if used well in WWE, he'd be a fucking monster.
Yeah, for
He'd
that.
be a-
Until he got beat by Cena or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
He was actually
Or
used
Roman.
well in New
Had
Japan.
Great American
In
Bash.
what?
Yeah.
In New Japan,
In New Japan, he was used well.
used well in hardcore music. I'll tell you that.
Mhm.
So he picked the claim. I picked FTR.
I got the Guns.
You got the Guns. Arnold.
Oh, man.
You said
You
Sammy,
said Sammy
and
and
KO,
KO.
right?
Sammy and KO.
I don't care. Like,
I'll go Guns.
dude,
Yeah,
Guns?
I'm going Guns.
Like,
Yeah, I like them. I
there's
like
no
everything they've
moment
done. Yeah,
in
and
my
they're entertaining
personal
as hell.
opinion that can take away main eventing WrestleMania with your best friend as a
Yeah,
tag
that's
team. Like,
fair.
that's fucking
That
awesome.
is
yeah.
fair.
And for as much as Edge and Christian, you know, they never made an event to the WrestleMania.
Yeah.
As best
Together.
friends.
Yeah.
Fucking dude, that's shit you dream about. You know, that's some good shit right there.
And they won.
And they won.
Yeah.
A fucking hell of a match too.
And for the Guns point, I see them going. This is basically what the Guns are at right now. I see Dominic Mysterio ending up in that
Mhm.
same spot.
Mm-hmm,
They were hated, and now they're fucking loved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
We went through this entire segment. Shows how bad the storyline ended. No one gonna put props for better than you, baby. Nobody.
Ooh, well, no, but
Nobody?
well. That tag team was a device for the story of what I would say is, if you don't mind transitioning, feud of the year.
Okay, we could transition to feud. We'll get back to this.
All right.
Houston Texans AFC South champion.
Yo!
Puro pinche bandwagon fan, baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a Reebok hat.
That is a Reebok hat. That's,
That's how you
one.
know it's old.
His thing is dirty.
And how you know he's broke.
Where's
Yes.
that David Carr jersey?
Is it?
Bust out the David
Yeah.
Carr jersey.
Yeah.
Wrong card.
Yeah.
I have
But-
it, actually. I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie.
I would definitely say that was a device for feud of the year. My feud of the year is MJF versus Adam Cole, baby.
My feud of the year is MJF versus Adam Cole.
All right. Yes.
Anybody else jumping on? Or do y'all have something
Feud
different?
of the year?
Feud of the year.
I got something different.
Okay.
Okay.
Wax.
All right. Let's go ahead.
I should've
This-
thought about these two.
This, yeah. This
I like
year,
your shotgun perspective though. Just shoot,
Yeah,
aim
shoot
later.
from the hip, baby.
Same aim later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready, fire, aim.
This feud, I said that I think MJF is probably the superstar of the year. I think this feud definitely showed the range that MJF has, and it made Cole more relevant than what I thought he was going to be. There was a big fear that when Cole went into AEW, that he was going to be lost in the shuffle the same way as, let's say, a Keith Lee, right? But he was able to stay prominent. He was able to stay in the forefront of people's minds despite injuries because of this best friend storyline that should not have been a best friend storyline that we didn't buy until we did buy it. And then it just became so funny. And then when you juxtapose the best friend storyline to a story of friendship crumbling, which is Cole and Roddy and the Kingdom, it made for a great foil as to what's going on. So it made Cole so interesting. But then also, if you look at the character development of MJF went from a heel, from a scumbag to the people's scumbag because of this story. And then it also got Aussie Open over. Aussie Open. It got them over within 3 months of being on American television. And it also got the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships over.
I don't think it got the titles over, but it did get over Vincent
Spotlight
and Dutch.
Yeah.
It made them actually someone that you want to watch. That match that they had with MJF as a 2-on-1 handicap, Dutch can go. I didn't know that until after I saw that match. There's other things he made relevant. I have a separate opinion about Ring of Honor. We'll get to later.
And that
I've
whole
probably said
story also led into, if you want to do this, I don't think this is semantics, maybe even angle of the year of who was the devil, right? If you want to include that whole story, no, okay.
Just
But
get
it's-
to MJF and Cole.
But no, this is all part of it. The devil thing is totally part of it.
I'm your buddy. Don't
Yes.
make me change that. It's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
what you said.
You're trying to like make it go up, not down.
I think it's included in all of it. It went over throughout the course of the entire year. MJF getting attacked. We don't know who it is. It might be Adam Cole, but it's not Adam Cole. But Adam Cole is teaming with this guy, but he can't team with him because he's injured. But they're getting attacked by these people that you think it's their friends, but it's not his friend. And it was so intriguing. And I think it ended correctly. I think it ended correctly. I know all of y'all, well, not all of y'all, most of y'all here were very, very disappointed with the outcome.
It's
Of
not
the
that we weren't
pay-per-view.
disappointed. It's like we saw it coming from a mile away. It's like, oh,
I still
yeah,
think it was the right answer, though.
Well, yes, but like, I don't know.
Okay.
What was yours if it wasn't MJF versus Cole as feud of the year?
Believe it or not, it was in the latter part of the year, which I think is still superseded every other feud. I really liked Hangman versus Swerve.
Whoa!
Okay.
I'm not mad at that. I don't like Hangman. I'm not mad at that.
I know I've been a fan of Hangman for a while. Seeing this chapter of him basically opening up was really entertaining. And then learning a little bit more about Swerve and his range. Once he made it personal, it unlocked something new in Hangman that, man, I've been waiting for a while. And it really got me entertained for the fact that they're running it back in 2024. It means something. So I have that feud.
That's a good one.
This is gonna be crazy. I get flashbacks at times with The Rock and Steve Austin, in the sense of Steve Austin is tailored one personality, and then the opponent in Swerve and The Rock is just like a different level of charisma that nobody can match. And I think Swerve's charisma is what's having him go over, and the little cherry on top, which is Nana doing his thing on the side, as opposed to Hangman finally having an actual character to understand. The promo he had with Swerve, where he like literally shut him up, he didn't say shit, and then he beat up Nana. That's probably the best promo I've ever seen Hangman cut.
That was great.
That was probably the best one I've
Nobody
ever seen him
said
cut.
anything about us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Arnold.
Feud of the year, sir. Or Scott, if you got it faster.
Yeah, you got it faster. I was
I-
debating it.
Think about it.
Yeah, I can't really think of it. Like nothing pops to my mind other than MJF, and not because you were talking about. I was thinking about earlier. I was like, I can't really think of anything that's been consistent through.
And it,
Yeah,
and
through,
then that
through
point is-
wrestling.
that's what I'm doing. I'm
This
trying to get a
year.
secondary one, but there's nothing
Yeah.
better than MJF.
if we want to look at it by companies, when it comes to WWE, you could put anything but Roman, but the story was just it wasn't that far.
Cody and Roman
That
was a
long.
good story.
On my
Should've
notes,
been
I have
eliminated.
Roman versus the world, because
Yeah.
it's Roman
Yeah.
trying to keep the streak, and anyone that got in his way from keeping the streak, and now he's moving on to the next streak,
Yeah.
the next conquer, the next past in the world of
Yeah.
WWE that he's trying to beat as far as his reign went. He got to 1,000. I'm like, all right, I get why he got to this far. Now it's got to go. Like somebody's got to knock him off. And now singles can't beat him, so now we got triple threats, and now Royal Rumble we got a 4-way against Roman. And if that don't work, it'll be fucking Roman versus the goddamn roster.
And that same thing could be applied to Gunther.
Oh,
God.
Gunther had the same thing.
yeah.
Everyone they put in front of him, line him up.
I wouldn't say it's the feud of the year or anything like that, but him with Gable,
Chad Gable
was so entertaining,
Fucking loved
and
it.
him with the Miz, like they actually made people care about. And
We love the
actually
Miz.
like the
we
Miz.
love the Miz again. Yes.
Yeah, people like the Miz now because of going up against Gunther, but it's not really a feud because it's only been 2 or 3 matches or whatever,
Portia in the live chat says that she believes that Cole and MJF is the story of the year.
Yeah.
She says, I appreciate Mr. Aussie Open's new booty. But she also said that there was many red herrings. That's what made the story great. Hell, people thought it was Danhausen at one point being the
No, we didn't.
devil.
No, we didn't.
It's her and one other
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Probably him. He
We
just doesn't
all-
want to say it. Now that we
We
all
all
shot
knew
him
it was
down.
Adam Cole, and we all were right.
Even
honestly,
even
yeah.
Danhausen didn't think it was going to be
Yeah.
Danhausen.
There was a lot of people that thought it was going to be Roddy.
Yeah,
Stupid people.
Male rising star.
I got it. It's got to be L.A. Knight.
Yeah. Anybody doubting that?
The fact that all 5 of us did that in
You're
unison.
doubting it? Give it to
Okay.
He said it best earlier. Dirty Dom.
Yeah.
me. Ooh.
I
Dirty
heard
Dom.
that too.
The come up from January
That's a
1
fair
to
point.
December 31. Not even. Dude, he's fighting Punk in a sold out Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Technically, it was a main event because after intermission, a lot of people left,
Yes.
apparently, after that match.
As they should.
Yeah, they didn't stick for Cody versus Shinsuke and for some other match.
Let's
Yeah.
be honest,
Wow.
his dad didn't even do that.
No.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio never sold out the Garden.
Mm.
So yeah.
Never-
Did Eddie? His dad.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got to have.
Yeah.
The El Paso Garden.
Yeah.
And Harbin.
That's twice almost in my beer out there. That's like good beer. Yeah.
They call it the Botanical
Yeah.
Garden. It's
Dirty
not that
Dom.
big.
And behind him, Mello. Like the trajectory
Ooh.
Mello is on.
No, I see your
and
yellow.
I raised you a
Raise you
trick.
trick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
What?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Trick.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Whoop that trick. 2024 is
So you got Dom.
Yeah.
You got Dom.
Dom.
Trick Williams. LA Knight.
LA Knight.
I'd do it. Man,
I'm
here's
not
the
mad at either
problem.
one.
This isn't a slight to anybody on this table. If you've watched NWA on telly, you knew who LA Knight was.
Yeah.
If you watched Impact,
Yeah,
you knew
I
who
know.
Eli
He's already
Drake
been
is.
in the,
He as good as it is in front of the biggest audience, what's new for us that has seen him that he's brought
Max-
to the table?
Max
I say
Dupree.
Trick Williams.
Right.
Max Dupree. Him becoming LA Knight in WWE
On
after
Raw,
Max
not
Dupree.
NXT.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
After Max Dupree is that much even better to make it a case, maybe even more than Dom, because he had to overcome that. He was already yelling out in NXT, and we loved him. Then when Vince made him
Garbage.
Bree was fucking. Granted, he made it work. I was like, I didn't hate it.
So
I gave it a chance.
Dude,
It was him.
Brennan was amazing.
Massey and Mansoor,
Yeah,
they made it work.
In the 6 years that Brennan was in WWE, this was his best work that he did,
Mhm.
and that was part of LA Knight, part of whatever. But the fact that he made people forget, like casuals who didn't watch NXT, forget. Oh yeah, that was Max Super. No. LA Knight.
Also,
Yeah.
Also, if you want to throw in there, remember the first feud he had was with Bray at the beginning of,
And he
survived
in that fucking
Yeah.
blackout
Yeah.
match
He
or whatever that
survived
match was
that.
at Rumble. So from going from that match to mid-year where people were chanting his name and wanting him to
Yeah.
be the champion
Mm-hmm.
and getting pissed
Now,
off when he didn't win.
did the
and he didn't
WWE
win
list-
And got a main
Opportunity,
event
yes.
in Saudi
Yeah.
against Roman.
Portia
Yeah.
in the live chat agrees with you, Scott. It says after Bray passed, they gave the ball to LA and said, make that man's family proud.
Yep.
And he
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
He did. And he took it very seriously.
Yeah.
And that
That
promo.
fucking promo.
that
Oh,
promo
my
after
God.
was probably the best Bray promo.
Yeah.
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 Are we doing
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
A
female
little love for Ricky Starks. He's
Honorable mention.
yeah.
at the beginning of the year?
Hitting towards the middle. His feud with Punk
I
on
agree.
Collision. His feud with Punk during the fucking Owen
that
Hart
was-
tournament.
that was his
not in the
apex.
middle,
That
not in the
was his
beginning
apex.
of the year. That's towards the middle.
The first 6 months of this year, I was a big Ricky Starks fan. Since then,
His stuff with Big Bill now.
No.
Yeah.
Would you
I'm
consider?
not.
Would you consider Swerve?
Swerve for what?
Rising Star?
Rising Star?
Yeah.
Hell yes.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
The fact that-
I just don't think people know. Like people have forgotten about him.
The
Or
fact
don't
that-
realize that he
because
was
his-
kill shot in Lucha.
Yeah.
Dude,
Because-
the
because-
fact that he overcame all the shit with Keith Lee, like the again, it was out of everybody's control. Keith Lee's been fucked up physically, right? All the bullshit with the fucking Rick Ross stuff and like all that madness.
This motherfucker big.
And he still came out.
Yeah.
I fucking hate death matches. I am on record. Hate
Yeah.
death matches.
Yeah.
Hate
Because
extreme-
nobody really
Yeah,
does.
yeah, extreme. Yeah, they're false advertisement. What's it called? No, I can't stand them.
Quiero sangre.
That right here for AEW match of the year to me, right here
What was
for
the,
the
what-
Texas Death Match with
what's the
him
image
and
that comes up to your mind whenever you think
bloody
about?
bloody fork in mouth.
Yeah.
I see the hanging. I see the hanging as the image that comes to
So
my mind.
this is
That
gonna be a
death match.
For me,
personal
it's the
note.
chair shot
Yeah.
with pulling out.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
there.
that is.
I don't deal well with like strangulation stuff, so like that was that was almost too much for me. But that the chair shit, dude, that match was fucking. I was like, it was like a car wreck. I couldn't stop. I didn't want to watch it. I was like, this is fucking stupid. This is fucking.
But you're like,
It's
I
fucking
gotta watch
stupid.
this.
Like I can't stop watching this shit. I was doing laundry. It was
Yeah.
that was the
Stupid
same
good.
shirt got folded like 10 times.
I'm sorry, but did anyone mention Hangman and Swerve for you did
For
for
feud?
feud of the year? You did? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
Good.
for feud of the year.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they were definitely on for. If it was AEW matches here, that would have been number 2.
You know what? I think there needed to have been another like month or
Yes,
two
yes.
of shenanigans
Yep.
with that feud.
We're getting it now.
Yeah.
So next,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
then
2024.
pencil
Yeah.
this for next year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Conversation
Oh,
for
maybe.
next year.
There's
Maybe.
so many
Yeah.
people on the come up for 24. Like
Yeah.
I personally think. So.
In 3, 2, 1, Rising Star Woman. Go.
Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton,
Sky Blue.
Julia.
Sky
Sky
Blue.
Blue. Yeah.
Julia Hart.
Julia Hart.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go with Julia.
Lyra Valkyrie.
Lyra.
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 I always fuck
Lyra
up her name.
Valkyria.
I always fuck up her name because I can confuse her with Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's Lyra
Lyra
Valkyria.
Valkyria.
Yeah.
Dude, she's
Yeah.
fucking good. She's really the NXT women's roster. I'll cop out the NXT women's roster. We've been saying this for what years? Roxanne Perez, dude,
Roxy,
she's
yeah.
good. She's fucking good. Yes, they hate
She's
her.
a heel now.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
starting to heel.
And that's the best thing they
I'm
could have
ready for
done
that. I'm
because
ready for
everyone
that.
was getting
Now,
tired of her.
Roxy
as a
is
heel.
going to be at ROW this
Woo.
upcoming weekend, as is
Right.
Massey or Mason D. Madden, as
Yep.
he's now known.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area and you want to see these two, make sure you come on out to Reality of Wrestling
Is that in
this
Pasadena?
Saturday. No, I think it's in Texas City.
Texas City.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will do one honorable mention because again, we still had the skateboarder babyface, and now she's like the black gothic
Oh,
Cora Jade, bro.
gorgeous.
Cora Jade.
She had some
And she can
enhancements
go
this
in the
year.
ring too. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she had a couple of enhancements. She makes a great pair. She makes a great tag
Yeah.
team.
Fuck
Yeah,
this.
But
You know what?
Cora
Fuck it.
Jade's been fucking good.
This goes along in the same. This is underrated. Bailey. Bailey
At
was
come
the
up of the year?
dude. Bailey has been the fucking like MVP of the women's War Games match. She was the MVP of the match. Damage Control in general. She is bringing these girls up that were like kind of cast-offs, like of the old guard, right? Of the new guard, they're like, okay, cool, yeah. Everyone else, Triple H loves Kairi Sane, loves Io Sky. Vince McMahon didn't. So Bailey fucking like I was making them look like gold.
You're in the right park, but you're pissing on the wrong tree.
Okay.
Io Sky. Bailey has been there, but Io Sky really came
Is
on the
there
come
now.
up.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess it's the why because of Bailey. But yeah.
I mean, she's the one who had the title,
Mhm.
and I totally thought that this was going to be a transitional championship because Bailey pulled the strings, and now that somebody in Damage Control has it, it's going to be like a Christian thing where like
And
hands
Io
it
don't speak
over.
English.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like she's just gonna have the title for a little bit and then give it to Bailey or something stupid like that. But no, she's actually had a legitimate run, and Bailey has let Io shine, and now we have that Io that we all knew we had 3 years ago in NXT.
It's getting to the point where I don't want to see them turn on Bailey.
I don't.
I want this
I
to keep
really
going.
don't. Yeah. I really don't. Because we're getting the best out of dude. We're getting the best out of I'd probably say all of them. Because Asuka, she's a secondary character in this.
Yeah.
But it's the most intriguing she's been since NXT in
That's
my
true.
opinion.
Yeah.
Kairi Sane. She's
Okay.
just
She had her
it's gonna
come
sound
back
semi-racist.
to
This is semi-racist. Simpsons episodes. I know y'all I know what I'm talking about. When there's a big rumble, there's that one Asian in the background. Just waiting. Just waiting. Just waiting. You know she's gonna do something big. And if you blink, you're gonna miss it.
And then that door closes and
And Homer's gonna, I missed it. Kairi Sane, WrestleMania is gonna have that big. She's gonna do her fucking insane elbow off of something.
Yeah.
Off of something.
Yeah.
And
are they doing a women's chamber in Perth?
oh my
They
god!
have to, right? They have
She's
to.
gonna do it off a pod.
So we're doing
Rising women's
Yeah.
woman
That
on the
was
come
what-
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
2023 or
Yeah.
2023.
No,
2023.
2023?
Yeah. Who is the best improved rising star?
Tony
woman?
Storm.
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
That's
2020's
that does go without saying too, because again,
Yeah.
she's the most relevant she's ever been. She's really good. She turned the Social Outcast could have been so good. I was
The booking
Yeah.
fell apart.
The
I was
booking fell apart,
expecting
yeah.
the blood and guts
Yeah.
to be the women.
Yeah.
And they had the tools for it. And
They
then
had
started
everything
dropping-
lined up for it. They
started falling
dropped the
apart.
ball.
Yeah.
But she, out of the three, she ended up being the best.
She still got a title shot at the biggest show of the year, so she wasn't completely
Yeah.
like
Ignored,
worthless.
yeah.
And you
ignored.
forget
Yeah.
how good she is in the ring. Mae Young Classic, dude, she was fucking badass.
Yeah.
She was in NXT UK. I rarely watched, but when I did, I was like, damn.
Her biker character on SmackDown
Yeah.
didn't work.
I-
This character is probably one of the best characters I've seen from a
Well,
long
she's
time.
having fun.
I liked the backer character, but it didn't work.
You guys ready
This-
for the match of 2024? It was she mentioned it on the scrum.
What was
Her and,
It's Toni Storm versus Wendy Richter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Ah,
Dig her up.
No,
Dig
Is
her
it kind of sad that Mercedes wasn't on this list?
For what?
She ain't done
Exactly.
nothing.
Exactly.
For
That's
what?
what makes it sad.
out of
I'm a
her-
little biased. I don't see it as much as everyone else
No,
does.
I
So
do.
what
I
the
do.
Out of her 3 matches that she had last year, the second one was the one that must watch.
who?
So
Wait, what are you talking about?
Monet.
Mercedes won
Oh, I thought you meant
the
Mercedes
the
Martinez.
semifinals with Willow?
No, it was a triple threat for her title.
Okay.
That
Stardom,
on
though?
Stardom, man.
Yeah.
I
That's the
gotta
one she
give-
got hurt in?
No,
No, she got hurt against Willow.
she got hurt on Willow.
So Abel,
Yes.
what's your faction of the year, bro?
My faction of the year.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Let's see here.
Hey, gun to your head. What's your faction of the year?
My faction of the year.
Someone
Judgment Day.
Yeah!
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I do love Bullet Club Gold. I think this is a great shirt. I wanted the shirt all year. I love the guns up and all that stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
but the year was dominated by the Judgment Day. Not only Mommy, who we already unanimously said is the woman wrestler of the year,
And one of the most popular wrestlers in total.
Total, yes. But also Damian Priest, goddamn, it looked like he was the leader there for a while, but Mommy's really the leader. But Senor Money in the Bank is Senor Money in the Bank.
See.
Holy shit. And he's had a great year. And while Finn hasn't had that great of a year, but he's been integral in the story of him and Priest having the tension, and that brought in JD McDonough. So, and then all the stuff with Dom. Dom was like a come up guy of the year. Why? Because he's the biggest person that's booed. He's getting the biggest boo reactions ever. When we went to that one show,
In Austin.
in Austin.
Great
Great American Bash.
Great
American Bash. It was really hilarious to see Mommy and Dirty Dom both come out, and everyone is fervently cheering for Rhea and fervently booing Dominic, like in the same time. Like, boo, fuck you, Dom.
Y'all were
Hey,
in the
Mommy.
crowd.
It was so
It's
ridiculous.
legit. The heat is legit, right?
Oh,
Yes.
it's real.
Everyone,
It's real.
because the people who want to hit are saying, "No, it's piped in." No, it's fucking legit, right?
We love it.
Yeah. No.
We love him and we hate her.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
heat.
No, wait.
It's the other way around. Yeah.
I'll add on to yours with 2 words.
What's that?
What's up?
A lot of people might think this is a negative, but I see it as a positive because the few weeks already in 2023 that R-Truth was in there, you could see the personality of Priest coming out that we've never got to see.
Yeah.
We never saw that personality with Bad Bunny. We never saw that personality against when he was teaming with other people or against other people. Now he looks the most comfortable right now. Priest does, and that's R-Truth is pulling that out of him.
2 other things. The frustration of JD is going to bring out the fire in JD.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Dom took control over that fucking segment with The Miz.
He did.
He took control, and I'm like, that's the next
That's
step.
it.
And
That's
what
the
was
next fucking
what was
step.
interesting is when Dom was trying to, hey JD, don't worry about it, man. We'll still got you.
Yeah.
Like he was the one that was defending JD to the rest of Judgment Day.
Mhm.
He was being the intermediary there. That was really cool.
You gotta love
got
the
two.
you gotta love the callback to "I'm sorry, I love you."
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I love you.
And they have been on top of WWE more consistently than the Bloodline.
Yep.
Even though Roman has had the
And they're
fucking
on-
1,000-year reign.
They're on.
And the Usos are split.
They're
Yeah,
on-
exactly.
yeah.
That's why the Usos are split.
They show up on Raw, they show up on SmackDown, and they show up on NXT.
Yeah.
Right.
They're on all
And
3
nobody's
shows.
tired
Yeah.
of it.
The consistency
Yeah.
right there.
Also, R-Truth's when he
Dude,
Oh,
R-Truth. The fact that he's 52 years old.
you also have to put in the fact that they've all, apart from JD, they've all had belts,
Yes.
and not just like Dom had that North
No,
American title for
they had
a good
reigns.
couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They weren't Roman, but they had reigns.
Yeah.
Do we have another?
I see
anybody else that wants to say back?
I see the math, and I understand completely if Judgment Day is you guys' pick. But there's something about we're gonna just go out there and fucking have fun for ourselves, and if people notice that we're having fun, let them have fun with us, and that's them. With guard played from the very beginning. What the fuck is this? Then they put him on fucking commentary and put headphones on him, and Kevin Kelly stops talking just to let it. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And all of them are good. There isn't one that outbalances the other. All 4 of them, technically 5, if you want to add Cardley's commentary.
They brought the guns up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Hell, Juice.
Juice,
The
yeah.
way Juice has been more charismatic.
Judgment Day has been consistently good. There's still some meat left on the bone of the bloodline,
Okay.
but they got a match on our match of the year list before they got bumped.
You know how I
That's
know.
several bangers on our fucking on Dynamite and on Collision, and you have to take that into consideration too. They have some great matches,
And they're turning face.
and
I know.
anti-hero somewhere in
Yeah.
the middle. After last
You
Wednesday,
know that
Yeah.
they're doing something in the industry when Cornette starts to like them.
Yes.
Ah.
Because
That's a
Cornette doesn't
big
like
win.
anybody,
Fuck
but
that. he liked the guns. He fell in love with Robinson, and he eventually came around to Jay White. When you come around to Jay White,
Yeah.
you're doing something right.
Right.
I said the same thing. I never saw anything in Jay White until his feud with MJF.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He
I
loved Jay White before he even got to AEW.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did. Yes, he did.
And that was a guy that he won him over too, because you didn't like Jay White at the beginning.
Right,
You know?
right.
The fight with Ospreys or I think it was Osprey or Bushi.
I
One of them.
personally
Jay
would
White was
rather
like,
have
yeah, I like
I was in the same boat with Abel until the MJF feud.
Yeah.
I think he gained more out of the MJF feud than MJF did.
Yeah.
Hell, he did really good in the Continental Classic as well.
I don't want.
I actually wish Jay White had signed with WWE. I think they would have done a better job with him. But whatever.
When it comes to that, that's my fear if MJF ever goes to WWE.
Yeah, it had that.
And
There's
you know-
always a.
You know what I see MJF becoming in WWE?
But
What EC3 happened in
oh,
Or like a Austin Theory.
because EC3 was really hated
Uh-huh.
in TNA and
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
Indies.
yeah.
But as soon as he got into WWE, he got buried.
You have to understand, the devil's dead, bro. The devil's dead. Triple H, Papa H,
Papa H.
he's in charge now, man. Shit's different. I know it takes a fucking long time to break stigma. I know it takes a long time to fucking break fucking shit that we got accustomed to for years of getting people getting buried because I don't like his face. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I think it's just a whole new fucking ball game now.
There's the transition. Oh my God! Moment of the year. Triple H officially in charge?
No,
No.
no,
No.
no.
Give me an oh my God moment of the year.
Punk getting fired from AEW.
Punk debuting in WWE.
Punk wrestling dominant WrestleMania in a sold out crowd.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt is definitely.
Oh.
Coupling that with Jay Briscoe's death.
Oh yeah.
I would have put that in fumble of the year, but
Oh, come in.
So-
come on.
We were there.
Where your seatbelt?
Probably my oh my God moment of the year where I got high on natural dopamine. Sami Zayn turning on Roman at the Rumble.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
that was the Rumble, huh?
That was the Rumble.
Yeah.
Never forget
Dude.
the Alamo.
The first 4 years, I mean, the first 4 months of this year with the Bloodline was fucking gold. Like,
Yeah.
yes, I know it.
And then it rusted.
Mania, yeah, it rusted. I get that. I totally get that. But the first 4 months of this year of last year of the Bloodline feud, dude, I know it's shit to say. Everyone is oversaying this, but it literally was cinema.
Yeah.
That
it was.
Royal Rumble thing, dude. In fact, I was kind of drunk, but not
Even
nonetheless,
if you knew
I
it was
like,
going to happen.
yeah.
in
It
front of
was
my
time.
fucking TV screen, not since the barn scene on The Walking Dead season 2
Ah.
have I started on the couch and ended up standing up in front of my TV.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
I was like, oh my fucking, he's gonna do it. No, oh my god, he fucking did it! Like,
Yeah.
dude, it was fucking bananas. Like, I love that shit.
You want to talk about cinema? Bad Bunny's entrance at Backlash.
Dude. I watched that show because, like, I missed the first hour, so I did the thing where, like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it live. I'm gonna watch it like whatever. I'm gonna wait till it's over, then I'm gonna watch it again. But Peacock are assholes.
Yeah.
They don't start until like an hour later.
Right.
They give
They
you
make
time
you
to
wait.
edit it. Yeah.
They make you
So it
wait.
was like fucking 1 in the morning when I finally watched it. So I was like half asleep, and when he came out, I was like, boop, like fucking Popeye with spinach, and I was like, oh, this is.
Just when you hear that beat,
Mhm.
da, 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 da,
You're like, I was like,
you just
oh,
hear, and then the fact that the crowd was singing along,
The
Everyone.
all
fucking
of
song.
it.
Everyone.
All of
dude,
it.
dude.
There was not the Japanese dude in 1A like
No.
this.
That's an inside joke nobody gets yet.
We'll get there.
We'll
You'll
get there.
get there. But yeah, that dude from bell to pre-bell to bell, that match was fucking great.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's not on. That wasn't. On
That's
the
a
list.
list that's a match I would show somebody that wants to get into wrestling.
Yeah.
Because they'll know
Yeah.
what a Bad Bunny is and they'll
Dude,
see the reaction in
it-
the crowd. And
You have to
him
keep
actually
telling yourself
being
over and
competent in
over.
the
That's Bad Bunny. That's not a wrestler.
Right.
ring. Not even
Right.
a part timer.
No,
No disrespect, he's a nobody in the
No,
wrestling
but I
ring.
used to always say the whole Dirty Dom shit coming full circle. That's why I love it. I used to always say Bad Bunny is better than Dominic Mysterio was, and why? Because of the fucking Performance Center.
Yeah.
That's why.
yeah.
Because Dominic Mysterio did not do the Performance Center.
Yeah.
That's
He
why.
did the Indies, but-
Yeah. He did the Indies. But yeah, that
The opening-
fucking whole thing.
The opening of All In London. The fact that AEW got there.
The fact that they did.
Yeah.
it.
Seeing AEW, 80-something thousand
Yeah.
people, regardless of
Yeah.
what numbers tattooed on
Yeah.
Osprey's arm, they made it. Whether you like them or not, whether you hate the owner, whether you can't understand
Yes.
half of the
Yes.
booking, another company other than WWE fucking made it.
You have to understand. I fucking hate Tony Khan. Like, I'm sorry.
The competition's good for
I hate
everyone.
Tony
Good
Khan.
for business. Good for us.
I-
Good for everybody.
As a Texans fans, I hate the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh,
But I still want them to win.
Today,
Just this year.
hey, no,
Just so Tony Khan's like, give me a belt, Vince.
Yeah.
Trips, give me one.
Hey, guess
This
what?
is the same season where they accused Tom Brady of the inflation gate and he
Yeah.
won a Super Bowl. I just wanted to see him get that fucking trophy.
Hey,
for
well,
fucking
guess what? The
Goodell.
Titans
why.
just eliminated the Jacksonville Jaguars from the playoffs.
Well,
Anyway,
There
next
you go.
year.
so I despise the cons. So like it's always been a weird thing for me. I love AEW, but I do not like Tony Khan. So
Yeah.
like that's my fucking thing.
Cocaine Tony is lovely. Thank you, George.
What was that?
She said cocaine.
I don't even
Tony
know
is
where I was
lovely.
going with my diatribe here, but yeah.
Any more oh my god moments?
Logan Paul and
Ricochet and Logan Paul
Logan
crashing.
Paul, Ricochet, yeah.
Yeah, that was oh my
That was
god.
cool.
Logan Paul, Ricochet, botch.
Oh, the Spanish fly.
Ooh.
Logan
Yeah.
Paul averting the botch with
Right.
Ray.
Yes.
He saved it.
yeah.
Here's the fun.
So wait,
Oh,
we
you got
kinda-
more?
well, I was gonna say we kind of glossed over Punk, even though we mentioned
Yeah.
like
By the
we
way,
mentioned Punk got fired,
Yeah.
Punk got hired, whatever. That's it. I mean, that was kind of a
That was a
big
big
fucking,
fucking
deal.
Jungle Jack
So
Perry.
as a oh my god moment is
Punk's,
because we
Punk's
got
debut at the Survivor Series. That's the oh
Yeah.
my god
Yeah.
moment.
the fact that the decision was made, it was I don't know, I was bitter. In that,
Okay.
in that
So here,
Bittered on Punk or bittered on what?
on
AEW.
on AEW
Okay.
and on basically the whole everything that happened.
so here we go. Fumble of the year would be CM Punk's entire all out weekend.
Yes.
To him getting terminated.
Yeah. It started bad. If you read the fucking sheet,
It's
they didn't give him a fucking. He showed up to London not knowing what the fuck to
it
do. Where to
started
go.
before that.
Yeah.
There was a meeting scheduled with Punk and the Elite to try to bury it.
And the
And
elite
the
said
Elite
no.
canceled it.
Yeah.
That was the day
Yep.
before
Yep.
2 days before he was supposed to
That
fly
is
to
what
London,
got
and then he couldn't get
But
travel.
at
that
the
coming
same
out is what
time-
got Punk back on everyone's good graces. Like he tried.
Yeah.
He
But
so
do you,
what-
do you count it trying whenever you have to create a separate show for that guy?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my thing.
But
is-
you know what? That's
Yeah.
probably the best thing Tony Khan did because as much as the shit on it now, the first 3 months of collisions,
2
oh,
months.
two-
really.
yeah, the first whatever collisions when Punk was on
They
there,
were great.
must
Yeah.
see TV.
That
I was not watching Dynamite. I was
I
not
was
watching
the same
Rampage,
way.
but I was watching
I was
Collision.
the same way.
I was watching Collision during a fucking Astros game this year. That's how
I,
much I like
I
Collision.
didn't have the category this year, but if we did show of the year, quality over quantity, and I was at the first one, I'd say
Yeah.
Collision
Collision.
because the booking was 80s, early 90s
Yes.
WWE,
Yep.
the way it was done.
Yep.
There was some really, it's so consistent at Collision. They won Punk left.
Collision was the WWE version of AEW with the stars that we wanted
Mhm.
WWE to have.
Yep.
And it's not
Yeah, that's a good point.
depending on who
Yeah.
you ask, it wouldn't necessarily, we need to make a second show for Punk to be on television.
No.
If you ask the certain people, it might be, Zaslav saw the ratings when Punk was on this program. Let's get more of those
Yep.
ratings on this time slot that isn't getting any. Let's make another show and focus it around Punk and his ideas. Because obviously the stuff Punk's doing is getting attention, getting ratings, getting merch.
My
getting
rebuttal to that: why not just put Punk in ROH and build up?
Why not make
They
ROH
don't want
its own
ROH
show?
its own
Yeah.
show. They didn't want
That's
ROH.
so-
They didn't
Why
want that property.
That's so much pride
They didn't want
bullshit.
it.
Yeah.
Even after Jay's death, they still don't want. Part of the hangup was
Yeah.
the whole stuff years ago that Jay Briscoe had already apologized for. That people still dig up and try to bring skeletons back to life, and they didn't want him on television. They couldn't promote any of the Briscoe matches on Dynamite television straight up, without them on television because of that whole issue with Jay. So if they don't want ROH as a brand, but they still like Punk and what he has to offer, and if the rumor's true that Warner Brothers owns a part of All Elite Wrestling, then they're gonna put their own product on the time slot and give it to Punk, and that's what they did.
That's
So
what they did.
yeah, I have this is part of the biggest list. So y'all brought up Punk. I'm gonna say NWA snorting coke.
What? What?
Yes.
You didn't see
So,
this? Wait,
so
what? No, what?
NWA had a tentative deal with the CW to
They were
put
coming
television on CW programming. the actual weekly NWA Power Show.
Right.
And
Out of
like
all-
before they made an actual announcement, there was a pay-per-view,
Yeah.
and one of the segments on the pay-per-view was
Out of all
Mitchell.
the people,
Yeah.
who do you think was the one snorting coke?
Tony Khan.
No,
No.
Father Mitchell.
Wait, who's
They
that?
did- With Abyss,
Abyss?
remember from
No.
Oh,
TNA?
him.
Father
Yeah.
Mitchell.
Oh,
He had a segment where he's surrounded by strippers and all this shit, and he's literally snorting coke, whatever you want to
yeah.
call it, on pay-per-view. And CW's like, nah, we're not putting that on.
I
the
didn't know that
Let's get it
happened.
next
Yeah.
time.
It's on the app, but
Yeah.
they're not promoting that shit anywhere on the airwaves on television.
Damn it, Billy
None.
Corgan.
Keep us with the strawberry cider. The other one, that one. We'll try this.
Can anybody top Flair to
Who's
AEW
Who?
as the biggest fumble? Ric Flair to AEW after Tony.
Wings.
After Tony Khan talks shit about all of Vince McMahon's
Yeah.
business ideas,
And the
he
accusations.
brings in, and
The
the accusations.
accusations alone.
And oh, by the way,
You
I'm
lose
bringing in
all
Flair
credibility with that.
with an energy drink.
Again,
And
you have to understand.
Wings.
You have to understand. I hate Tony Khan. This made me even hate him even more. Like, dude, I get it. You get some good jabs when you need to, but all credibility was lost.
Yeah.
You literally just said,
Don't-
"Ooh,
yeah, don't
Ric
forget-
Flair,
If
I've
you're
been
throwing
with
jabs
him."
in a
Yeah.
match, don't ever give the opponent an opportunity when you go like this.
Yeah.
And this is what you did when you
Keep your
hired
hands up at
Flair.
all
Don't
And
times.
you've been rigor mortis since.
Yeah.
Don't forget he had that bad promo where he brought up bringing
Girls to the Holiday Inn.
girls to Holiday Inn and their moms and shit
18.
like that. As long as you're 18 and all that stuff.
Playing right from hell all over again.
Biggest fumble?
Vince McMahon's return after leaving the company.
Mm.
That was 23.
That was last
this
year.
Holy
That was
shit.
before the Endeavor buy.
Yep.
He got brought back.
Yeah.
And now he's
Well, it
like
was-
president of
yeah.
everything. He's a president, the boss of UFC.
Well, yeah.
Dana White reports to him.
He's
Endeavor,
still
right?
getting.
Yeah,
No,
Endeavor.
TKO.
TKO.
Endeavor is still the parent company.
Yeah.
Even though now
He's not making
like,
decisions though. He's just there.
Yeah,
There's
he's
no
just
way
there.
he's
No,
no way
he's
Dana
there.
White is responsible.
they had him as a figurehead. When everything happened, they had him as a figurehead. Now he's like his value is being diminished.
Yeah.
Yeah, little by little, he's being basically like
Yeah.
pushed out.
Yeah.
I
There's
love
no
it.
way
I fucking
Dana White's
love it. Yeah.
fucking good reporting to Vince McMahon. No way. No way.
I'm gonna say it. Fumble of the year, WrestleMania. Cody not finishing the story.
Ooh.
It pains me to say this because I was actually okay with it at first.
Mm.
I was
The
like,
next
you
night
know
on
what?
Raw, Cody
know
and
what?
Brock. Yeah.
And then that fucked the next night on Raw fucked it up for me.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow.
I have Roman's streak because at some point last year you could have ended it. And
Yes.
if you're not ending it with Sammy in his hometown,
Doesn't
you're not
matter.
ending it with Drew in his hometown.
It
If you're not
devalues the
ending
streak.
it, Cody, at WrestleMania, and you're only fighting 4 times a year. That's like Floyd Mayweather. Can't call himself the best boxer when he's ducking actual competition.
You know what's gonna suck? If The Rock ends the streak or whatever, whoever fucking like pins him, whatever, you know what they're gonna be? If A-Train would have beaten The Undertaker at WrestleMania 19 or something.
Mm.
Yeah. That's because it doesn't matter anymore.
So if you're talking booking, I've got one specifically that really frustrated me. And this might sound kind of morbid. Not pushing Mark Briscoe.
100%.
You know what? I agree. I agree.
100%.
He had a title shot at the world title against
They
Claudio.
got the
He
green light.
lost.
They got the green light to put him on fucking TV, right?
He had a ROH
Yeah.
television title against Joe. He lost.
He's in the Continental
He-
Classic.
Platinum
He
Classic.
lost
Every match.
Every match. He
Yeah.
stinks.
Yeah, you didn't
Hey,
give
he
him
was-
any
After
shine.
everybody
He
was fighting
above,
for his attention.
Jay
Jay
Lethal?
Lethal.
Yeah,
At one point.
Like the
That's
Jeff
the point.
Jeff Jarrett's faction wanted him in, and then FTR wanted it to be buddies with everybody. Wanted to be buddies with them, and then nobody was buddy with them, and then he just loses everything.
And I'll go one step further. I've said it before on the show, so I'll say it once more. ROH as a promotion needs to fucking die. It doesn't need to.
It does.
I'll pay $15 a month for AEW app. I'm not fucking paying for Ring of Honor. Ring
I'll
of
pay
Honor
$15
has
a
no
month.
value. AEW has the value.
I'll pay
Rick-
$15 a month for AEW for ROH to stop.
Do you want anything?
Yeah,
No, just stop.
stop.
Just-
No, no.
ROH's value is the library.
That's it.
And that's what
it.
that's what I'm getting at. Like your
Rampage
rules-
can be your NXT as your developmental,
You-
not 2 hours. 2 hours every week of Ring of Honor online on top of 5 of AEW weekly. AEW's barely been in business 5 years. There's no reason for them to have as much television as WWE.
You
None.
are you are
Zero.
ruining the what is it? The
The
legacy of ROH,
Yeah.
the cultism of people call certain movies cult classics, right? Because
Mhm.
they were there, they were the niche thing.
Mhm.
Everyone has them, and it's here. If you're still doing it, it's like
70% of the people on ROH television right now are currently on TV and AEW.
yes,
So just kill ROH, make Rampage your developmental show, where because most of the shit's taped after Dynamite anyway, and get your newer people over that way.
ROH should have
Blade
been
Runners?
fucking David Miller show, but they
The Blade Runners,
Yeah.
the king, establish the Kingdom, establish Vincent and Butch, Top Flight, get them some more reps there as Ring of Honor on Friday nights on Rampage. Developmental, kill Ring of Honor as a TV show.
Ring of Honor is getting the ECW treatment.
Yeah,
ECWWE.
Yeah, and it's losing value by the day.
You
Whatever's
can,
left.
I'm curious. It's kind of hard to put it in which category, but like just to see what's going to happen with Impact turning it back to TNA.
Right. Yeah.
Is that going to be a fumble or not? Because it's just starting now, right? Like, so it's this year.
I'm
They announced
optimistic.
it last year, and I'm like,
I'm optimistic. I hope it does well.
So the 6 or 7 years of it being Anthem or whatever it was that enough time to get rid of the stink that was Bischoff and Hogan? Because that's what, if you ask a TNA fan, that's when it started going
It
down.
feels different. The last year or two of TNA or Impact, whatever the fuck you want to call it, has been pretty good. It's like the sleeper cell of wrestling, where it's like this. A lot of people they're sleeping on it, but it's really good.
we went to Hard to Kill 2 years in a row.
Yeah, it was good
Dallas,
stuff.
and those were some of the best shows,
Mhm.
like funnest shows I've been to.
When
Magnus
TNA
was establishing itself. Eli Drake was having the title run. The new kids in the X Division, the girls, Jordan Grace, Lady Frost.
Yeah.
They
had
Perazo. They had Perazo then.
That's when
Yeah.
Tessa Blanchard was still there.
Tessa was
Tessa.
Tessa had won the world title from
Callahan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's gonna be a positive.
I think fumble for me is the booking of Andrade and Miro.
Oh,
that had so much potential.
Yeah.
Even up to the last minute. Up to the last minute, I was like, you know what? If this goes well,
Andrade might stay.
yeah.
Nope.
But it didn't.
Unless he had already made the choice he was leaving.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. He already made that choice a long time ago. But
He's like, oh shit,
dude,
How many more
that-
times I gotta punch
that-
Sammy?
my
That
father-in-law's coming. Fuck.
Yeah.
that last match he had is what we know he was capable of doing.
That match
long
was
term.
so fucking good.
Same thing. The initial run of Miro with that TNT title.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
That was the initial run, though. The
No,
initial
no,
run
no,
was
that
his
was the
best
second
friend
one,
with the
yeah.
fucking
That was-
Mickey Mouse
No,
shirt.
His
but
initial run
title
was
run.
stupid.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That title run for him.
the first
good run.
The first collision show. It was Andrade versus Buddy Matthews.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Yeah, if you didn't know then, you
Such
weren't
a
gonna
good
know that
fucking
Andrade.
match.
Both of them were that good.
I have a fumble. The way the LWO split up.
They
He
didn't.
says it's split
What
up.
do you mean?
Well,
They're in
okay,
NXT.
no, you're right. What I'm really
Booking
more.
of the
Oh,
Yes,
no.
the booking of the
I'm
LWO.
talking about the exit
The
of
way it fizzled out.
Santos. The exit of Santos. The heel turn of Santos. Turning heel on Mysterio. It didn't need to happen. It was too soon. I don't. No.
I liked it.
You like it?
I liked it. I fucking
You
loved it.
believe heels when they bring up the points that you understand from his point of view that they're
Yes.
that
He wasn't
they're
wrong.
justified.
He wasn't wrong.
Hey, hence, that's why Thanos became a really good
Yes.
villain
Yeah.
for the NCAA.
Thanos wasn't
Yeah.
wrong.
Thanos was right.
For y'all bitches duty to go.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Santos wasn't wrong.
OMG moment was Joaquin's.
Holy
That 20.
That's
this year.
That's this
God.
year.
Oh, fuck.
That's
Never mind.
this year.
All right,
You
all
haven't
right.
seen it.
Put that
Have
down
you
for next
seen
year.
it? Oh
Put that
my
down. Put that down for
God.
next year. Put that down for next
I
year.
rewound that bitch 4 times.
Yeah.
Put that bitch and put on that list for next year.
How do you bet Kofi's gonna do that? In a
He's
Rumble?
an honorary
for
member.
real.
You know
That's
what,
how he gets
though?
eliminated.
No,
You know
just
what?
just from that point to the
You know what? That's a
That's
fall
fine.
from grace moment.
No, no,
because
no.
that's 2 years
He's
in a row.
on there.
Kofi botches his Royal Rumble
Into the
spot.
crowd.
That's
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
I'm
He
outta
botches his spot. How did he fuck up last year? The year before he did.
handstand
He
in
did
the fell.
yeah, he fell over. The year before he did a thing, but his feet touched. I think he's.
I have
Didn't
one
this
more
Rumble,
fumble.
didn't this Rumble he got tried to get cashed by someone and
Yeah,
they dropped him,
they
right?
dropped
Is that
him.
what it was?
One more fumble.
All right.
One more thing.
It was the table, the announce table.
Yeah.
He hit the announce table.
Yeah.
Hangman drinking Swerve's blood with Nigel McGuinness on commentary.
Oh, yeah.
There's certain things you do,
Nigel was like, "Hey man,
yeah,
you don't do that."
and you couple that with the hanging
Yeah.
black guy hanging white dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
I'm
that's-
surprised I didn't get
that
that.
was fine. That was fine.
I do remember in the group chat you did say a hanging's gonna happen, but do we really want to see Hangman do it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
That
You're
was
right.
the alternative.
Yeah.
He hung the hangman.
Yeah.
Hungman.
The hangman. Yeah, no. That I could've
Was he
done.
well hung?
Swerve is.
Swerve is.
God damn.
Bada boom, bada bing.
That's why he swerves when he
That guy has
drives.
his own social security number.
Pay-per-view of the year.
Wembley. All in Wembley.
That's my number one.
The idea of Wembley was good.
I think the show itself was good.
The show was fine.
Okay.
Yeah. The show was fine.
Okay. Well, what do you have that was better, sir?
Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Puerto
shit!
Rico. Dude.
Backlash is on my number
Puerto
3.
Rico fucking
Yeah.
beginning to end was a fucking Backlash is always the pay-per-view is like all right. It's the
Yeah,
reset
we don't
button on
care.
WWE.
That's why
Nobody
most of
cares.
that card was different from
Yeah.
both the WrestleMania nights
Yeah.
because people have that stigma that
From the-
Backlash is basically WrestleMania.
From the cool thing, I can't believe they didn't do like 10 years ago. The drone flying into the arena. That was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I fucking like I was like Matt Hardy fucking elite
I've said it
shit
for
or whatever.
years.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
there's opportunities for
Yeah,
production
that
to do
drone
things
shit was
that
fucking
haven't been
amazing. I was
But
like,
now that we don't have done, maybe
yeah.
maybe we'll get new
Yeah,
camera
like
angles and
off
shit.
the bat, I was like, "Oh, this is different." And then the whole show, I'm telling you, my drunk ass was trying to watch it, whatever. But then when I was like, "Oh shit," paying attention, dude,
Zelina Vega was so over.
Yeah.
so fucking.
She
Wow.
she
Yeah.
introduced
The
the chancla.
That's
Yeah.
a Mexican thing.
Yeah.
And she made it Puerto Rican, but it doesn't matter. It was so fucking good. Like that pay-per-view was hot. The entire night was just, dude, EO fucking Sky. It was
Mhm.
that. I'm saying, I drive home EO Sky, and night 1 of WrestleMania. Night 1. of
Gunther,
WrestleMania.
Sheamus, Drew.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay.
Big meaty man.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
The tag match main event.
The tag match main
match.
event.
Was it that match that night that it was Rhea Charlotte?
Yeah.
Yes,
well,
yes, that should have been the main event,
Yeah,
but it was still fucking
that
good.
should have been.
That wasn't-
That was a contender for match of the year.
That
Up
wasn't,
until Becky and Trish, and then War Games beat it.
What was
Yeah.
it? Brock almost? Was that
Oh,
for when that
Yeah,
one?
that was surprisingly good.
Yeah. Because we all were like,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
that's
That was
good.
like the best way to build up a big man.
Yeah.
What happened to
Yeah.
Omos?
He got a
he's
baby.
Doing, he's doing
Right?
house
He got
shows.
married. He got married.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, so he's not wrestling anymore?
He is.
He's doing house shows.
He's in the area of we have nothing for you.
Yeah.
Ah.
Quality over quantity. I dare say Survivor Series. There were only 5
Yeah, so only
matches.
5 matches.
Gunther
They were all
Miz.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Gunther Miz, dude.
Solid.
The women's
So
War
good.
Games was pretty good too. That was my
Yes.
match of the night up until
Up until
the men's.
Yeah.
See, I'll throw you one. NXT Deadline. That
Okay.
weekend.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Okay.
Yeah.
two what
Iron Survivor.
Iron
Yeah,
Survivor
yeah.
matches, Alexis
The
King
men
match.
and the women's one.
Um,
It was another match. It was really good on that night.
from
Was
Bell
it
to Bell,
Dragunov one?
The Dragunov match.
Dragunov
That was
and
a really good match.
Ron, I think?
Yeah.
Dude, NXT.
Carmella.
NXT
No,
slowly
Carmella
becoming
fought
that
Lexus.
like, oh
Yeah.
shit, like
Yeah.
nobody talks about
Corbin.
Corbin, yeah,
Corbin.
man.
Corbin and
People-
Dragunov. Yes.
NXT actually made me care about Corbin.
Yeah, who'd have thunk it?
I think I'll
Corbin
go for
and
all in.
Braun Breaker are in the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament.
Oh, wow.
They're gonna be the Samoa Joe.
You're an
and,
asshole. I'm an asshole. Let's just be assholes together.
Yeah, let's stink up the joint.
They should come out to the Michigan theme song like this.
With Leatherman and stuff?
Oh.
Who's my dog? You're my dog.
Holler if you hear me.
Match of the year.
Oh, all right. Here we go. Match of the year.
Before
So,
we go into the matches, I'm going to talk to you about the matches that were dethroned. Just give me something off the top.
yeah.
Osprey versus Omega 1 from Wrestle Kingdom 17. The match that last year's review, we said after we picked the match of the year, like, we got a match that beats all 4 of these fuck faces. And it was this match.
Yeah.
Omega and Osprey.
I was so excited to watch that match till I found out that it wasn't on the list anymore. I never watched it.
Oh, you never watched it?
No, that's
So
why I was mad.
How was your viewing?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I thought
Wow.
that was on the list. I thought we were watching it
that
today,
today.
until you said Naito. I was like, Naito, what are you talking about? And you were like, oh, I was like, oh man, hold on. But then I saw the Naito match.
All right, good. we
If-
mentioned it.
would we ever steer you wrong?
Yeah, if
We've done it a couple times.
if
Yeah.
that match was better,
Yeah.
then y'all fucking suck. But if that match wasn't better than this match,
You'll never know
I'll
unless you
never
watch
know.
it.
Yeah.
I'll never know.
That's true.
This match that was Naito.
You know what? We fucked up. That match was better.
Y'all fucked up on the WWE. I'm just telling you right the fuck right now.
Gunther,
Y'all fucked up.
Sheamus,
Y'all fucked up.
McIntyre, triple threat for the Intercontinental title
Yeah.
at WrestleMania
Ooh,
Night
that
1.
one.
Big meaty men slapping me. God damn.
You know what? We might have fucked up on that
Oh
one.
yeah.
We might have.
Oh, there's another one.
Okay.
Bianca Belair versus Io
Ooh.
Sky, women's title at Backlash.
Explosions in the sky. That was such a great fucking match.
FTR versus Bullet Club Gold.
Yes.
2 out of 3 falls for the titles on Collision.
I don't
Bullet
think we
Club
fucked up on
Gold,
that one.
Collision.
Switchblade. It's close.
I think we have the right one.
Very close.
I think we have the right one. That was a very, very good match, but I think we have the right one.
Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch at Payback in a steel cage.
That was the match of the year. Fuck off. Fuck off. That was the match of the year.
All together, everybody, the whole thing. Oh no,
No.
So
Okay,
if
I'm sorry.
that-
That was the WWE match of the year.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we fucked up on that one.
So
We fucked
here's
up on
the
that one.
finals. Let's start with the first match. This happened.
Beer's fucking delicious.
Timeline. Thank you.
Cider.
Yeah, I could tell.
Ciders are beers.
It's from your brewery.
Hey,
Oh.
Arnie.
August the 12th, Ospreay versus Naito, semifinals of the G1 Climax. Hector, itadakimasu. Go.
Man.
Now, hey,
No,
we're just talking about
just
the match.
talking.
We're not ranking and
Just
saying.
talking.
Okay, just talk about the
So
match.
basically, the build-up to this match was Naito was already toward the end part of his career.
Yeah.
He's been injured so bad throughout
The last 3
the
years.
beginning of the year.
Yeah.
He had eye surgery. His body was already deteriorating.
Shit.
Just knowing
That's
He
why
was
his eyes
already-
like that.
he was already to the point that he was going to retire this
Oh
last year.
shit.
I didn't know that.
And then
Hell
it story built up, got to the night to this match, knowing it's win it or lose it. That's it. If I lose here, that's it. I'm ending my career at the end of this year. It's gone. Knowing the way the match went, the fact that we all know now he got knocked out in this match,
Yeah.
and he still continued.
Somehow.
He possibly knocked out twice. They
Yes.
had these 2
Yeah.
kids.
If he
Well,
got
like,
knocked out, begin
fuck.
at like somewhat in the middle of the match and started getting better, Ospreay said, "Fuck you, you're getting knocked out again."
Yeah.
Bruv.
Dude, that was brutal. That was Goldberg Bret Hart kick
Both
But
of
yeah.
them?
in that match.
But yet Naito stood up.
Well, Stone Cold also beat Owen Hart with a broken neck. So. No, that was amazing.
So it's like this type of match personifies New Japan and
The Bushido.
yes, it's what do they call it? Lionheart or
Fighting spirit?
The fighting spirit of it. He showed it in this match.
He's a real Lionheart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Except he doesn't molest women.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a fumble. That's a fumble of the year. There's a fumble for the year.
Yeah. NDA.
Did I get it? Did I get it?
You got it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, no, that's 2024. Isn't it?
No, that's last year.
Well,
That was
it
last
Christmas
year.
Day. It was Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
Fumble of the year is not signing an NDA.
Yeah.
Christopher should sign his own NDA and shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Kylie wasn't so smiley.
Fuck.
But yes, that's the emphasis of that match.
You being our flag waver of New Japan. They said we got it wrong. Did we get it right or did we get it wrong? Should this have been match of the year or Omega Ospreay won from Wrestle Kingdom?
I think we got it right. And the meaning of that is the Omega Ospreay match, it's just the spectacle of it.
Oh,
It's
hold
not
on.
it's like
You get a chance.
it's like for if you have the New Japan was for that Omega Ospreay match is creating a moment to get viewers in. But when it comes to storytelling and you want something that solidifies and gives you an example of the company, you have to go with this
That was a
match.
hell of a
That's
match.
for people that have been watching 10 years. The payoff to
Yeah.
the end of
Dude,
Naito's
a
career is
casual-
this.
A casual.
I
That
got
was
you.
a great fucking match.
You-
Except
Before you say accept, talk about how you. This is the first time you saw the match. Also,
Yeah.
spill the beans.
amazing match. Like again, I've said about Will's Ospreay. I've never seen a match I don't fucking love.
Right?
How much
Naito.
of that was Ospreay? How much of that was Naito?
80-20. I think Ospreay carried that match.
Oh,
I think Ospreay
okay.
carried that match. But that last 20 is that last fucking 5 minutes of that match with a fucking grade 2 concussion. I guarantee you, at least minimum. The fact that he was able to do that with a concussion,
Yeah.
dude, amazing. Like respect so much more for Naito for carrying that match at the end of the match, right?
Mhm.
I was sold on that match. That's a great match. Tell that to 1A though. Tell that to fucking guy in row 1, CA. Tell that to that fucking guy. If you haven't watched the match, the whole fucking match, amazing fucking super summer goddamn salts and all kinds of kicks and all amazing shit.
No, he wasn't asleep.
Right?
He was like this. He was leaning on one arm here, and just
hand in pants.
Yeah. The only reaction he had was this.
Oh.
And that was it.
He asked his buddy, which one is Rollins, which one is Roman?
Yeah. Which one?
Cody.
Which was
Cody.
Cody?
Which was Cody's son?
Cody and
What was
Nakamura.
this shit about the revival? Which one's Harwood? Which
Which
one's
one's Fat and
Yeah.
Which was the ugly one?
Yeah. He had no fucks. He had the best seat in the fucking house. Not a fuck to give.
Yeah.
I'm guessing his dad, because he's the older guy next to him.
The older guy was like,
Dad was like,
yeah. And he was like,
chanting and everything.
Yeah.
And the boy's like, he's embarrassed.
man.
yeah, that is the epitome of me taking Penny to a fucking AW show right now.
Yeah.
Dad,
And he's like,
this?
Dad, what the fuck's going on? And I'm like, yeah, fucking. And she's like, okay, Dad.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's
Even
great.
then, she would fake it. You know what I mean? She'd be like,
I know you spent
No,
money
no.
on cheerleading.
No, this guy was like, huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did you look at that? Oh, well.
There's something to be said about like how respectful Japanese
That's
fans
what the
are.
first thing I said. I was like,
But he was being straight up disrespectful.
disrespectful.
He was actually after the show. He was taking out back, and his head was chopped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lady on the hard cam side used to, she's really invested. She's like, really
Yeah, she's
concerned.
like,
oh, she's like this.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know,
Osprey's
yeah.
son.
Yeah.
No, fuck this guy was like,
This guy.
fuck. Give a fuck.
Until he dies, I'm good.
Yeah, no, the Yazuka's got his ass.
Bury him in the hole next to Vince.
Oh, he did. Good. Good show.
He brought dishonor to his family. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Logan Paul, brother, will show you which bamboo to hang it from.
Wow. Oh, bro.
No, it was
Oh.
Logan Paul.
Oh,
It was
Logan,
his
his
brother. It was him.
Yeah, Logan will show you which branch to hang yourself from. Bamboo study.
Japanese stereotyper.
Yo!
Too far. God damn.
No,
All right.
too high.
Too high. Right.
Arigato. Gozaimasu.
So
Your first impression, because you hadn't watched this
Yes.
match either.
I hadn't watched the match.
We went solely on his word to put
Right.
that match.
after very much
Yes.
technical difficulties, we watched.
Right.
this.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the match. I've always enjoyed Naito, and I'm kind of in the same boat as Arnold. I don't think I've met a match of Osprey that I don't like.
Love.
Yeah. And I think that leading up to the supposed concussions, the match was what I would expect from a New Japan match. That's really good. But I never got to the point where it was like, oh my God, this puts it over the top. This is a match of the year, not just another match.
And this was before the concussion.
Before the concussion.
Yeah.
Then when the concussion happened, that's when I think everyone around me said, this is the oh my God moment that's going to put it over the top. But for me, it did the opposite. I did not like the concussion the same way how I did not like seeing Cody with his titty hanging off and all red and purple and stuff, and how everybody was saying that
Bret Hart getting kicked.
I know, right? Saying that, oh man, this is such a great match because he did it without a peck.
No.
This is such a great match because Naito did it without a brain. No, I didn't like it. There was 3 Destinos at the end. I think there was only supposed to be 1 because he fucked up the first 2.
I
and
think
it
the
was-
first was a counter. The second one was ugly.
And
Yeah.
I
third
don't.
Third one was clean.
Third
The third one was
great.
clean, right? I don't think it was supposed to happen like that. And I was like, it
New
just took
Japan,
it
you
away.
never kick out of the first finisher
No.
anyway.
For
Yeah.
me,
Well,
I never kick out of the first 9.
yeah. For me,
Damn.
I cringed. For me, I did not like this match. For me, I was like, you know what? We should have stuck with our other match before. I think we got it wrong on this one.
regardless of concussion or not, I think there's just as much savagery or oh my God, how is he still standing after that? Maybe he did get a concussion that we never knew from the Omega Osprey match. Then this.
Okay.
It might just help or hinder the context that we know bro got fucked
Dude,
in that match and kept
Possibly.
rolling. There's a difference between Ibushi getting fucked, and we know the match is getting worse, as opposed to
This is Shibata
Naito
type
getting
shit, bro. This is
or
Shibata type
Shibata
shit, bro.
and the match
Yeah.
getting worse,
Yeah.
as opposed to
Yeah.
Naito getting fucked. And as a pro, if we would have never told you, you would have never known.
They just stopped.
No,
the
'cause
fucking
it
match
seemed
with
like it
Davey
got-
Eichner getting knocked the fuck out
No,
on Raw.
It
on
got
Monday.
sloppy.
That should have been stopped.
It got sloppy. Now I understand that there was some of that where it's like, oh wow, it got sloppy. Kudos to him, and still kudos to him for finishing the match.
Yeah.
But fuck,
Help us, Scott. What do you think?
It was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't watch enough New Japan to really know like what's a good New Japan match. I've only seen 2 this year. No,
what was the second one?
Omega and Ospreay,
Yeah.
and then I watched. No, I think that was it. That's all I've seen 2.
Okay.
Bell to bell. How did you see it?
See, I'm the opposite. I like the fact that they still were able to do the whole match with the
That boy dead. Let him keep fighting.
Oh, you
Let
know
the boy fight.
I love that. Like they kicked into another gear after he was. Well, you don't know when it was actually
The
happening, but
speed was kicking up.
yeah,
in that
like-
before that.
You know what? Naito was kind of sluggish the entire match. He sped the fuck up after that.
yeah, like it's almost like
yeah.
when he got knocked out, he
Yeah.
moved back to he was like in his 20s.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, was like, oh shit, I'm a pro again.
Probably because he was being delusional.
He was chasing the Magic Dragon.
He was like, Okada, come here.
As far as top tier New Japan matches, I see why it's there. Maybe a little bit more in the because this is a G1. If you're in a G1, you're studying your opponents. You should already know what you're doing. Like the threshold, the benchmark for me is Omega Okada 3 because within 60 seconds before the match even starts, the commentaries told you exactly why this match is important.
Yeah.
And as soon as the bell rang, they both knew each other so well they went for it.
Yep.
I would have thought that they've had enough matches with each other where they wouldn't have started as slow as they did.
Good fucking
But-
point.
But
That match took a long time. to
but
start.
once it got there, I was ready for it. And just as I was ready, ding.
Yeah. I was gonna say that halfway through the match. I'm like, oh, in pure fashion, it starts slow, but it really makes it worth it here in the
Yeah.
middle. And I was like, oh fuck, and then boom, hurry up and end match, please.
I've seen people take a bunch of hits in wrestling that looked real and they were fine.
Mhm.
So if Hector would have never told me the context, I didn't know it until I
Same,
saw the match.
same,
If he
same.
would have never told me,
I saw
I might
the-
not have noticed the
yeah.
difference.
Hector literally said it like right before it happened.
I should have just waited for y'all to finish the match and tell you.
It-
Okay,
yeah.
this
I saw the
moment-
clip.
It made it
I saw
worse
the
for
clip,
him.
yeah.
It made it better for me.
Yeah,
Why?
You know?
Yeah.
because my aspect on I guess I'll be the one to defend this match. for
Please.
this.
Yeah.
But
Because there's your pick, bitch.
Yeah. Well, here you go. My
Here
argument.
you go.
My
you
argument to that.
Sit back,
A
motherfucker. Listen to this.
couple of years back, didn't we have Gunther Dragunov?
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that was one of the ones that you said.
Yeah.
But yet
We were
it
like
was
this?
still
Mhm.
one of our top ranked matches.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
think that was the best
Yeah.
match of that year.
So that's my argument
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the whole buildup of it, I do agree. Throughout the tournament, even it was the second to last night, and throughout the tournament, Naito's in the beginning of the match, you saw there was a lot of locks, a lot of holds.
Mm-hmm.
Naito's whole time throughout this tournament was beating people up by tapping them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then that's something he had to get away from when it comes to Ospreay, because Ospreay throughout his whole match, he was fighting as a heavyweight. And on
Which I
this
like,
match,
yeah.
this match, he started getting a little bit back to his old ways.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what made this match of Naito had to get away from his current comfort zone, rely on something in the past. Same thing, Way Ospreay. I can't beat him with my current moveset. I got to get something from the back.
That's cool.
So that's the whole story of that match.
And I'm going to help you out with something else, Hector. Of course, I'm going to bring this up.
Mhm.
The historical significance of the
Oh
match.
my god.
This was semifinals of G1. The person that won it went on to the finals, and after the finals, go on to main event Wrestle Kingdom. And guess what? The guy that won again, and then won again,
And won the belt. Yeah.
and won the belt.
You won again
So-
with a scrambled fucking egg of a brain.
The
right?
following night.
The
God
next night.
damn!
Yeah.
The next night. Yeah.
Yeah. fucking CJ Stroud's out for
honestly-
3 weeks. It's
and
just like a little thing.
And
Yeah.
honestly, if you take the time to watch that match, it'll match up to this match.
Yeah.
Really?
And that's how
Who
good
did he fight?
Okada.
Oh.
And that's the chemistry of like Omega Okada.
Mhm,
They
mhm.
both had throughout their whole career,
Yeah.
they've been fighting each other.
So I think story going in and story coming out, good stuff with
Yeah.
that match. That's a positive for this match.
So that's
I
a
would say.
1A.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna be looking at Wrestle Kingdom and find him in that.
He's like,
too.
Yeah,
just
that little plaid fucking shirt that he had and little
Untucked.
glasses.
Those untucked
All he did was move
Yeah.
his glasses like twice and go one time, and that was it.
Arnold.
fucking Tiger Driver from the third fucking rope.
Tiger Driver right in front of him.
Yeah.
This match, believe it or not, I don't know if it's because of Oscar, but I doubt it. Had a little bit of sports entertainment, and I like that.
Okay.
I like
Trying to
that.
get the.
Yeah.
I've noticed that a couple of
I
times.
like that. There's
Yeah.
that, the outside stuff. I
Because
know
they
that-
were chanting for Ospreay in the beginning, and
Yep.
through the match, Naito's
yeah,
grit started winning
yeah,
people over.
yeah.
Yeah.
It had that's like that ring psychology shit people like love to see.
So knowing the way New Japan works, when somebody outside of Japan is getting that type of crowd,
Oh yeah.
that's a big thing.
That's
Yep.
a big deal.
Yep.
That's true.
That it reminded me of Jericho versus Kenny.
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. It was damn near on the anniversary. Yeah, it was Jericho versus Kenny. It had that. This is sports entertainment, but
Yeah.
like a little bit into the Japanese wrestling. So
Yeah.
that's exactly
This
what
was
reminded
was
me of.
Omega's
Yeah.
resume if he wanted to wrestle in WWE. This
Yeah,
is what he
watch
could do
this,
with,
yeah.
with Jericho.
Now with and that's why I loved it with Ospreay is you could tell he wasn't trying hard to push that. It just fucking happened. So it was like Western wrestling, even though he's from the East too. But it was that kind of vibe mixed with that, and it was a great match. I instantly was like, I can see why this was on the list. It was a damn good fucking match.
Keep going. MJF versus Adam Cole.
Baby.
All in
Great,
London.
great match. Do I think it was the best AEW match? Maybe. I think that 2 out of 3 Falls match was like right here with it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I'm not like, oh, yo, that makes sense. That was it.
If-
When I asked you what the list was that reason? Because I was assuming that was the match.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
If MJF and Adam Cole happened again in front of like 14 or 15,000 people, I might have stuck with the tag team.
Yep. The bigness, the bigly of Wembley made it that much more because the first 10 minutes of the match was all right. It was just fine. It was a regular match, right? In fact, they were both wearing shirts that they weren't wearing whenever they got to the ring. It's fucking weird. But everything else was good, right? Like you said, MJF is showing that he's not just an AEW kind of wrestler.
Mhm.
He's a sports entertainer as well.
Mhm.
Adam Cole's he came from there. So he was Indies, WWE, AEW. That's why I think he's a kind of total package kind of guy, right? He knows how to fuck with indie shit, WWE shit, and then AEW shit. Like he's got a perfect little blend of. If he was like 5 inches taller, he'd be the fucking shit right now, right?
And 50 pounds heavy.
Exactly. I hate saying that shit, but it's true.
Yeah.
We
We can't all be Brian
that
Bryan
fucking
and
belt
WrestleMania
is
30.
bigger than him. You know what I mean? Like it's so whatever, right? But nonetheless, inside those ropes, he's fucking 10 feet tall. He's to bring up sports into this. Tank Dell's 5'7", plays like he's 6'5". Adam Cole, he's short as shit, but he wrestles like he's like a big time superstar. MJF, he slowly, I'm talking about fucking snail's pace in my opinion, got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger inside those ropes.
Mhm.
He's always had it on the mic. He's really fucking good. But that match was the culmination of both of them being like at the top of their fucking game.
Mhm.
So with those false finishes, the coasting, the
story
story
between the two being
shit.
friends.
Now here's where we get the fucking nitty gritty shit. That match was over, baby, at a fucking draw. At a draw, the match was fine, right? That was over. Everything after the draw was cinema. Everything after the draw was like, oh, the fucking MJF said, no, I want the fucking sudden death, basically, right?
Yeah.
So it became all the shit. Fucking Roddy Strong came out, did the whole shit. The fucking chair shit with the Eddie Guerrero. Oh my god, that was fucking gold. The fact that he's like, oh fuck. He's like, you know what? I'll do you one better. I'm gonna put that bitch around my neck and fucking go down. The ref's like, what the fuck? dude,
The
everything.
Panama
yeah.
Sunrise on the
Yeah.
ref.
The ending was kind of abrupt though. Even though like it built it up, that was like, oh shit, oh okay, right. The right guy won, but it was. I mean, it was a good match. It was a solid match. Not my match of the year, but it was good.
Your side of town. What you think of the London show? What a match.
I think they did too much.
They did too much.
They did
Oh,
too much.
Should they have stopped at the draw?
They should.
No, I don't know. I honestly have no idea how. I guess maybe. Yeah, because look,
maybe not
look,
having
all
at the
in-
draw, but
but
making
doing
this match
something-
shorter.
They should have finished
look,
before the
You
draw.
had All Out the next week.
Yeah.
Make them pay another $40 and watch it again.
Look, you
That's
got
a good idea.
you got a time limit draw. You got MJF on the mic or yelling, shit. Then you got them wearing the same T-shirts.
Mhm.
That's the whole thing. Then there was Roddy interfering. Then there's the diamond ring interference. Then there's the chair in between. Then there's the
ref
Panama ref bump. Then there's a bump outside. Then there's
The title drop.
the title thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna hit him. I'm not gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him. Then it was just the story. It was just too much. They put everything into like what could they do in the next match?
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are they
Yeah.
gonna go?
Basically, what they did in the second part of this match should have been
All Out
the
the
Yes.
next week.
whole- yeah.
Yeah.
Or done it next week at All Out, main event. Do it again.
A draw to me just seems kind of like a cop out. You know what I mean? Like if
You yourself said there's draws in soccer all the time.
yeah, I know, but
And in boxing.
yeah, but they don't get to have a match. They couldn't have another game the next day to play against each other. Like a week later, you can have a match. Plus, ranking systems doesn't matter anymore, right? So
Right.
a draw doesn't do anything for anybody. But in that crowd being so hot and in that area where it's like the first time ever you end the show on a draw would have been terrible.
It
Yeah.
does further the story because the whole point of this of their original rivalry is that they already had a match and it went
Yeah.
the time limit
Yep.
and MJF said no.
Yeah.
So why not do it again or have somebody else? Or, you know what, Tony Khan, this is a title match. It's only scheduled for this. The rematch is next week on All Out.
I'm just saying though, from bell to bell, that's what we're talking about.
From the first
I'm
bell.
not talking about story.
Bell to
I'm not
bells.
talking about story.
Yeah,
Bell to
bell to
bells.
Whole time,
I think
MJF was
they
fighting the fucking
did too
devil.
much. They did
I'll throw that out
too
there.
much.
The whole
you-
time he was fighting the devil.
They did too much for me. It was too much in one match.
I really, really enjoyed this match, even on the second go around. I think that I have one nit to pick, and that is that the fake disqualification Eddie Guerrero spot should have happened before
Yes.
the draw.
Yeah.
After the draw, it didn't make sense because at that point, MJF was like coming to his babyface senses of, you know what? No, we're going till we have a winner.
Mhm.
But then, I'm going to try to get a DQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. Now, if MJF had did that before, then they got to the draw,
Mhm.
then he said no, and then he was like, fuck, because the storyline inside of him about, it's the best friend, but whatever, I got to prove myself, and I'm trying to be this good person that he's inspiring me to be. Fuck it. We're going until we have a fucking winner. That would have made more sense than what it did here.
Mhm.
That is my one and only nit to pick with this match. That little spot there with Eddie Guerrero the attempting to get a DQ win should have happened before the draw. Everything else I thought was fucking flawless. I love it. I love the story and all of the shenanigan elements. And here's why I'm okay with the shenanigan elements. I get what you're saying, that they did too much. This was Adam Cole versus MJF. These are two guys that have been known to be heels, master
Shenanigans.
cheaters. That is how they got to prominence.
Yeah.
Both of them. I mean, yes, in that particular match, they were both baby faces, but they were kind of in some ways recovering baby faces. They were trying to be baby face to better themselves for each other because of the story and the friendship and the power of love and blah, 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 and this and that.
Or
At the core,
is it just the long game?
yeah, or is
And they're all bullshit.
Yeah.
and that brings me
Both
to
bullshit.
Yeah.
historical
Both those
significance.
motherfuckers are bullshit.
This match was the linchpin match in this story that I said is the story of the year, including my male wrestler of the year. And if this match didn't happen, I don't know if I would be able to sit here and say all that.
Yeah.
This match was so fucking significant, not only for MJF, but also for Adam Cole, but also for Roddy, for everyone else who
AEW.
wound up being in the Devil faction, for AEW, for the fact that they were fighting as ROH Tag Team Champions with that whole, like, so much was
There's a lot
riding
to
on
that.
this match.
If you think
I
about
love how it came about. Whenever, remember, Adam Cole asked him for a match, and he said, "No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight you here. I'm going to fight you at Wembley." And it was like Adam Cole did enough to deserve that because of their storyline. That build up makes this that much better.
And they made it significant. I mean, on top of the fact that it was
Totally
Wembley, yeah, they made it significant. They lived up to its own significance as well. So, goddamn, that is.
The fact that a main event at Wembley ended up in a roll up was even better.
Oh yeah,
It was even better.
because of the
thought
callback to
I never thought
1991.
I never thought about it until rewatching it today that it was a roll up. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because I've always loved that. Was it the Sunset Flip roll up
Mhm.
that Davey Boy did over Brett? I love that shit. Like that was the most beautiful roll up I've ever seen.
Yeah,
92. That was the most beautiful roll up I've ever seen. That roll up wasn't. It was good.
it wasn't that beautiful,
It wasn't
but it was a good
beautiful,
callback.
but it was a great callback, and I love that's how they both
Yeah.
ended.
So that's where I am on this match, man. I thought it was great.
It is what it is.
You basically
3 times I almost spit the
and
fucking
Year 180.
It's not
Hector
that,
at Wembley like this.
no, it's not. It's not in the sense
It's like
that
they're
it
not
was-
Japanese.
It's not in the sense that it's bad. It's the sense that you already
No.
said what I was gonna say.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Story wise is there. Further the story towards
Yeah.
what we got.
If you think about it, just on Abel's point, just to add on to it, on that from that show, what feud is still continuing?
Yeah.
yeah.
Nothing, right? Like,
Well, we could have had one, but it got fired.
yeah,
It got fired.
somebody got
I would have
fired.
been happy with 4 more months of Joe Punk.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
that's the feud that would have
Mhm.
continued.
Yeah. Abel.
Well, were you done?
Everybody's
Were you
done.
done?
Everybody's spoken. Yeah.
Everybody's spoken.
Your turn.
All right.
Speedball Mike Bailey versus Will Ospreay at Impact Bound for Glory, October 21st.
shit.
You know what? This
Go.
match.
You busting out the Abel
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. This match, I believe I was the one that I brought to everybody's attention. I think it was you and I recording that one particular night, and I think were both of you on the live chat when I brought this match up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was like, what?
This was a match that none of us went out of our way to watch when it happened until
was.
I saw it because Portia showed it to me. And I was like, holy fuck, this match is good. And I brought it up to you guys, your guys' attention. I was like, this match is match of the year worthy.
And that's not
Under-
the first time.
under-
You brought up Speedball versus Kenny King with the no ropes.
Yeah.
Right.
You brought
Yeah.
that to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under the rest category. And I had the feeling going into today, before we all got here and arrived and that we were going to sit down and watch this match of, God damn, I hope this isn't another one of those like Cedric Alexander matches. I was like, man, it was going to be on the match of the year, but it's not really. God damn, I'm nervous about it because I didn't want to get embarrassed again like I got with that fucking Cedric Alexander match from 2 years ago.
Alexander match?
Yeah, who was it? It was Cedric versus who? It was from 205 Live. It was Cedric versus
Mustafa.
Mustafa, yeah. And
Their Mania match was
WrestleMania?
amazing.
yeah,
Their
that's
Mania
right.
match was amazing.
Yeah.
Y'all
But
see
then when we went to-
Mustafa? He's jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
he is.
Shit, he is jacked.
But when we went
He's
to
on
go,
he's on the roids now.
yeah, when we went to go watch that match at the end of the year, all of us were like, yeah, that's like on the bottom of our list. That shouldn't have been on here, whatever. We were like, whatever. Watching this match again today, I do not have that feeling. I don't know about your guys' opinion yet, but when I watched that match back again today, I was like, holy fuck, I am proud that I brought this match to us. And I do think that this match is the best representative of the rest that I've seen all fucking year. Good job, TNA, for this fucking match. Good job, Speedball.
It's
and of
official
course,
TNA.
Ospreay.
Good job,
Yeah.
TNA.
Yeah,
Impact.
exactly.
Well, that was
The-
Impact, but
Justin Albert.
At the time, it was Impact.
didn't
Yeah.
ask.
And in my note, I put on here, this was the best display of wrestling artistry. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing of the match. I don't think that there's that much historical significance because I think for Ospreay in TNA, this was when he was trying to go all around the world and he was just showing up in other promotions. And he was just like, okay, cool. We're just going to book you and one of our best guys, Speedball, for nothing really. It was just an X division match, but that's all it was. It wasn't for the title, it wasn't for number one contender, nothing like that. So it was just to fight. And I think that bell to bell, that was a damn good match, and it's all, I want to say, almost flawless. I think there may have been one thing that was sloppy in it, but that was it. But fuck, I loved it, man. Yeah, and I think it did a lot for Speedball. I think they Impact
when
TNA.
does this match happen?
October.
Yeah. I think TNA or whatever you want to call them, they really realized that they had a good match with this, and they called this their match of the year as well. And they've been putting this one out on social media, and I think it's a good display for Speedball.
Is he signed exclusively?
Right now, he is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a match a few years ago, AJ versus Seth Rollins.
Okay.
That we put on our match of the year that really didn't have much of a build, didn't really have much of a significance. I just remember being no fucking rest holds, and they just beat the fuck out of each other for 18 minutes. There was flashbacks of that in this match, where there's stuff that tell stories about that lead up to this, or this is the beginning of a brand new story, or there's just an exhibition match where this is the reason why people bought tickets, because they saw two names that they knew that on paper, if you put them in your mind and imagine them in a match together, it would look exactly how the fuck it looked in that goddamn television screen. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about it negatively whatsoever.
Wow.
None. Yeah, there's moments we had when we sat at the table, Omega Okada 3. Arnold's like, well, we know what match is on my match of the year, blah blah blah. Like sometimes there's an exclamation point that you really don't need much explanations for. For me, this is it.
Scott.
My only nip to pick with it is that it was only in front of 1,000 people in fucking Chicago.
I don't even think 1,000, honestly.
A couple hundred or whatever, but like if you put that,
it was in the impact zone,
and the fact it's on. I don't know, something about the quality of TV, like the cameras that they use in Impact.
They don't have a lot.
It was very like wow. It Women of wrestling.
It looks like a indie company, but like I just wish they had the quality. And that's nothing on the guys that wrestled. The match was fantastic and it was fun. And normally I've kind of gotten away from that. I think AEW kind of, for me, just kind of ruined that kind of style of match because I feel like all the matches and that's one of the reasons why I don't watch AEW as much.
Yeah,
because I think every match, same with like the hardcore stuff, like the death matches and stuff. It's on every week. There's always something like that.
It takes the spectacle away from it.
Yeah. But when you watch them together, it's like you're like you kind of I enjoy it. I like
you won't appreciate your favorite meal if you have it every day.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep. You don't have
but then when Gordon Ramsay comes and cooks you it,
except hot lemon pepper wings.
Yeah. Wings. Yeah, but then Gordon Ramsay comes and cooks it in front of you, and you're like, "Oh, this is
with gold flake."
Yeah.
Who hasn't spoken about this match?
For me, it was if Ospreay was seeing into a mirror showing his past.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I definitely got some Ken and Ryu vibes.
Yes.
From watching this.
And the reason why I say that is because a couple of months before this match happened, I got to see Speedball versus Ibushi. And Bloodsport.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah.
Ibushi had ankles.
Yes.
Yeah.
He still had ankles.
Remember when Ibushi would walk?
Active.
Yeah.
That match kind of introduced.
He knocked Bailey out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I remember.
But he introduced me to Speedball on that match. I got introduced with him on that. But then seeing this match this was old school Ospreay, like Super Junior Ospreay, facing heavyweight Ospreay, and it was perfect. Like
almost
I'm like you,
passing of the torch kind of thing.
Yes, because for the little backstory, this last year it was Ospreay's basically farewell to the Indies.
Mhm.
He was having matches after matches with people that he wanted.
Mhm.
You know, so you got a Omega twice. You know, you got the G1 giving you that aspect.
Mhm.
Hell, he even went
He
to
wanted
Noah.
Jericho for all his faults.
Yeah.
Ospreay knew there was value in him versus Jericho.
Big mistake.
He ended up in Noah fighting their ace.
Oh,
Somebody,
Marufuji, right? He
Yeah.
fought Marufuji?
and
Yeah.
that was the guy that inspired him to become a wrestler. So he got to fight his hero.
Yeah.
That's bad.
You
That's
know,
pretty cool.
So having along the way bringing up people too is like it puts a lot more value on Ospreay now.
Yeah.
2024 is going to be something big.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know, but yeah,
Cool.
What about
I'll
you?
go
Arnie?
last.
Yeah.
You haven't won, have you?
Go. I win. Yeah.
Yeah, he went. Arnie's the last one on this match.
This is the best wrestling match I've seen in years.
Holy shit!
In years. I'm again never heard of Tatanka looking speedball Bailey man. Never heard of him. So
Canadian.
yeah,
Tatanka?
yeah. Canadian Tatanka, right? Big Ospreay fan, so already semi-biased.
He's
opinion,
fucking
right?
Asian.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, it's don't you know?
Yeah. So, but just bell to bell, I was so fucking impressed with what I saw today. I watched this match the first time today, so I was just like, damn. It was like they were both on 100%, and they met each other, and neither one of them brought down. They both just went boom.
Yeah.
Like, let's fucking go. The fuck, nothing was too flippy dippy. It was
Like Ricochet and Ospreay
yeah,
from a few
yeah.
years
It
ago.
was good
Yeah.
wrestling. It was some spots, but nothing like fucking bananas. It was just like, god damn, this is a match that I would show somebody who didn't watch wrestling.
You know what I like about this too, to kind of add on to what you're saying, is that it's not just the indie style that Ospreay brings, but it's also that kind of throwback karate, quote unquote, style
Yeah.
that Speedball brings. You know,
And there
like
was a
the
couple
kicks that he
wrestles,
was trying to
too.
do, the hesitation, you know, like kicks where he's like, bam, you know, or like that one where he tried to kick him and he just stayed in the air.
Dude,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, that was cool.
That's like picture perfectly.
Yeah.
those fucking
yeah.
strikes. There was, I think it was Ospreay landing on Speedball for just knocking the fuck out, but then he fucking waking that Bernie's his ass up and just fucking does a bunch of
If you
shit.
told me out of the 4 matches, one of these matches was going to be somebody getting knocked out, I would
Those
have put my
kick,
money
those
on
moonsaults
that
that
one. From that
Speedball
match, I would have
did.
put
Yeah.
money on
But
that
the
one,
knee
man.
moonsaults. He had
Yeah.
a fucking
Now,
Ospreay
Scott is right. The only nit that I would pick was the production value of how we saw it, and the 200, 500 plus
Yeah.
people that were there. Dude, this match could have been in front of nobody. Like
You spoke off camera about how much you wanted to go see Foo Fighters because it was an intimate setting.
Yeah.
That's
So how are
true.
you using that
Yeah,
in this?
that's
No,
not
because he
I
wasn't
was-
there.
I wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
But I've seen and heard. This was much like how I think Walter versus Dragunov was match of the year.
During COVID, the first time where there was only
nobody.
3
There was him
cameras.
too and a
there.
fucking-
Yeah.
Three
and the
cameras. There
yeah.
wasn't 20 cameras. Just 3
Dude,
and nobody.
this match could have had nobody in it, and it's my pick for match of the year. It was amazing. Like, again, I don't know what a speedball is. I don't know who Mike Speedball Bailey is.
Okay, yeah, because we know
Yeah,
what it's.
I know what a fucking speedball is.
Yeah.
Chris Farley's not here because of him.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I really
You see, Chris Farley, he needed speed to get
Yes.
around. Because he was so
and
slow.
I really fucking love Will Ospreay, and this is kind of like hey Arnold, why do you like Will Ospreay? Funny you should ask.
Yeah.
Bam! And
This
it's
is
for free on
why.
YouTube. Go
Free
ahead.
on YouTube, yeah.
This is why.
You can also
Although
put that-
there was a weird cut
Yeah.
where it cut for commercial
I was
break and when
getting
it
pizza
came
on that
back,
moment, so I
and then-
didn't see that.
Yeah,
But apparently
But that's not on them.
Yeah.
That's whatever
Yeah,
upload
yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
that's a match that, in my opinion, if you were there, you witnessed history.
Portia says in the live chat, Scott, you're being generous with 1,000 people in attendance.
Yeah.
And
They never show the hard cam side.
she also says
There is no hard cam.
the nitty gritty environment with the match is lovely. She thinks it adds to
Yeah, I
it.
do too.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Foo
like I said,
Fighters
the Foo
into
Fighters,
There's no
yeah.
1A in that bitch.
Because
No.
honestly, I get that whenever I watch Bloodsport.
Yeah.
That Bloodsport environment is the same thing. That's why it's not a nitpick to me, because sometimes having a few people in attendance gives you more of that aspect of.
I just wish there was more people in the arena. I'm not saying that it took away fully from the match. I just
Yeah.
wish
More people should have saw it.
More people should have been able to see this match.
Humble brag moment. I've seen half of Pantera as Damage Plan at the big fucking amphitheater before, and I watched him at Numbers a month, exactly 1 month before Dimebag Darrell died. And that show at Numbers, intimately, with them and Shadows Fall, fucking spiritual. That's what, if I imagine if I was there, I'd be like, I'm going to tell my kids about this match. That's how fucking great this match was. I'm not even trying to undersell it here. I'm trying to, like, get you to understand how good of a match this was when I don't know who one of them is.
I've seen Metallica in front of 70,000 people, and I got to see Metallica in a room of 2,000 people.
Yes.
Definitely pick the 2,000.
Yeah.
As an concert?
No, that
Fox
the
Theater.
Fox
in
Theater,
Oakland.
yeah. So that totally, it's like watching a big, huge fucking thing just for you.
Yeah.
And like watching this match in a small setting like that made it even that much bigger. Like,
I agree.
damn, these motherfuckers just tore the roof of that gym down.
Thumbs up to AEW for selling out 85 grand. Fuck, the impact might have been harder.
Great.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
pun intended.
Yeah.
The way that show was in
Yeah.
front of 20.
Well, what show was that? Was it Hard to Kill?
It was
Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory.
Bound for
Their-
Glory.
That's
their
their
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, the WrestleMania was in front of a couple hundred people.
And technically,
You know what?
it was a sellout.
I have played more as a local musician. I've played in front of more people.
We're going back and forth and making a lot of assumptions of what the attendance is. Can somebody look up what the
Yeah.
attendance was for
Yeah.
Bound for Glory 2023? Can somebody do that?
Somebody in the
amongst
chat.
Talk
Yes.
amongst yourselves.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
Talk amongst
Scott,
yourselves.
War Games. WWE's contribution to our match of the year. What'd you think?
I watched the match. I think I watched it live, and then this is the second time I've seen it, and it was enjoyable. I still think the Iron Survivor match, the men's one from NXT, was better than
NXT should have its own category this year.
was
No.
better.
There were about 1,000 people.
According to Google, about 1,000 people.
There's no fucking
Más o menos way.
about.
We stopped counting it. The thing stops at 1,000.
Like there was
We don't know.
100,000 people at WrestleMania in Dallas.
Right. What is Osprey's tattoo? Yeah. Speedball has one that says about 1,000.
Anywhere between 1,000 and 500
Hey,
people.
question marks.
No. On Osprey's put ish.
Ish.
Day one ish. Approximately 900 people were in attendance.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. There we go.
I did not look like 900.
That's more than what I performed in front of. So yeah.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were bringing
No,
up War
yeah,
Games.
it's enjoyable, but it's just it's definitely not my match.
why did
it's not my match.
can I ask? I missed that episode. Why did we put this on the year?
It's me and Chris's fault, isn't it?
Because you asked me the
I
next
wouldn't
day.
necessarily say it's a fault because the War Games match was
It
good.
was our fault.
The match was pretty good.
No, it was a
there-
good match.
They intertwined a lot of stories. It was the return of Orton. It
Jey Uso
did
fucking
what good
money.
It did what good War Games matches does when that that last person comes in for the baby faces. That's the hot tag. That's the heat spot. The match should be ending within 5 or 6 minutes afterwards. My biggest complaint of there always has to be somebody at the top. The reason they were on the top was because that was the kill shot.
Yeah.
And they fed him to Orton. Orton murdered him, and they gave him to Cody so that Cody could finish.
Second best, third best RKO I've ever seen.
The story in between some of the guys, Drew wanting to go in the match as soon as Jay went in because his only issue was with Jay. He's not friends with Judgment Day.
No.
He's not banging Rhea. He wants Jay. And then when fucking
Wait.
stopped him,
Does that mean Truth is banging Rhea too?
maybe?
Oh my
So-
God. Getting rowdy.
Yeah. And then when Priest was like, "Nah, play it. We got a plan. It's not your plan. It's my plan. I'm in charge. I got it."
Yeah.
And then the fucking attempted cash in. That was the last place. That was the last surprise that WWE had left, other than, like I've been saying for years, Money Bank winners should just leave the briefcase at home, make everyone forget until the last possible moment, not tease every week, every other week. Yeah. That was the last time, because I had not thought at all that someone would cash in during
Rhea
the
came down
match.
with the fucking briefcase.
So there was a lot of sizzle in there. And I thought that it narrowly edged out Trish and Becky. Narrowly.
I think I just jumped back on your side on this, and just because of that.
Narrowly.
Now, that is in, I don't know, 20 years, 15, 18 years, That is the most I've ever been happy to see Randy Orton. I was like, oh shit, fucking, and then I saw him douche. Fucking jacked up.
Put it up, man.
I don't know what him and AJ are doing, but holy fuck, they're jacked.
It's called
Yeah,
steroids.
I don't think they do.
It's called juice.
Yeah. I don't think they do
Hugo.
for PEDs
Nitrous
anymore.
oxide and horse manure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beaver tranquilizer.
Hormones. Yeah.
They're
Fucking
getting their
Bernice.
stuff from UFC.
Yeah. They're really endeavor. But anyway.
Oh shit! Imagine Rhea in
Because
UFC.
God.
what were we all saying was the last member?
Yeah.
Ain't just CM
fucking
Punk.
fuck. Okay, I can't was whatever. And he came out, I was like, oh shit, he's fucking jacked. Cool. End of the match. The ending was great. Again, that top fucking RKO thing, we all knew what was coming, but it was still good.
Oh yeah.
And we saw
It
it
was
telegraphed,
beautiful.
like, oh, they're gonna do it. Oh my god, that was really fucking good. JD fucking got the fucking rub of his life with that shit. Again, Jey Uso looked fucking dude. I can't believe none of us mentioned him for a breakout superstar. He's fucking no one really. Okay, everyone's been
He
saying
broke out,
it,
and then he got broke when he lost to Roman.
Yeah, yeah.
It should-
Well,
he
and he-
couldn't beat it.
And this is his second
Dude.
breakout. He broke out was in 2020.
Yeah.
He's been main event Jey Uso
Yeah.
for 4 years.
But here's the thing: to me, he still hasn't lost that. Like,
You can't cut
yeah, you know what? Fucking
I
no,
don't think
you
you
didn't
cut
bring.
promo.
No, you can't, right? But when Roman's done, we all know Jay's got a fucking future. Like, it's just there. It's just fucking. He can't get there. Nobody can get. The other night has a future. Everyone has a future. We're just waiting on Roman to go on vacation for a couple months, right?
Go make a movie or something.
Yeah, go do something. But for right now, Jay is as big as he's gotten. The Judgment Day, big as they've gotten, was that Survivor Series. Like, everybody looked fucking great. Everyone looked good.
Until our truth showed up.
Until our truth showed up,
So
that'd be
they're not.
good.
They're
Yeah,
about to go
Up
to the
until
next
that
level.
time,
They're
yeah.
going to the next level.
Up until that time.
They're going to that
But
next level.
now, I did hear y'all nitpick the bell-to-bell thing. Match is
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Match is great.
Mhm.
Match was over.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you hear the
The
my
aftermath
God.
is for like a couple of days.
Yeah.
Not a couple of hours or
No.
a couple of minutes. For a couple of days.
Dude.
No one gave a fuck about that War Games match because everyone was talking
I
CM
don't even
Punk.
remember who won. I don't remember who won.
Well, if you would have got here early
Yeah.
enough, you would have saw it.
I did it on purpose.
I know.
So anyway,
Yeah. Your review in the chat was quite succinct.
yeah,
It's good, but
yeah.
long.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah.
Becky,
A woman would never complain that it's good and long.
Yes,
Only you.
but yes, but
Well,
I-
Arnold is a size queen, so
yeah. But I can tell you this much: sitting my fat ass on the couch, being it's over, seeing the graphic. Oh, cool, that's fine.
Getting up to
I
change the
wanted
channel.
Punk. I wanted Punk, but fuck it. Then they fucking did it. Yeah, he's home. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. We're about to get the best CM Punk we've seen in a long fucking time. I
Until
don't
he
give
gets
a
hurt
fuck.
much.
Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
of course. Till he tears his bicep at Mania, right? But
Cool.
or at the chamber.
Hey, I'd rather put my tear something at Mania than at fucking Winter's Fallen or
That's
whatever
true,
the fuck
yeah.
Winter's
Fallen.
coming or
Yeah.
Winter
Collision
came up
yeah.
with
in
the on
like
my
fucking
face.
Yeah.
Boise, Idaho or
Fight-
something.
fight
Like
of
that.
Winter came on my face.
Fight of the Fallen in Edna, Texas.
Winter was pretty hot though.
Yeah.
Winter. Ooh.
But
I remember
yeah, no,
Yeah.
that last part of like, dude, up until The Rock did it again to him, broke his fucking.
Yeah.
That was the most like, oh my fucking god, I can't believe the devil's back, basically. You know, like holy shit, he's fucking back, and it's happened. But those last like 10, 15 minutes of the War Games,
The actual match?
yeah, or the
When
actual
the bell
match,
rang?
yeah, were good. And even after the match, it's like, all right, cool.
It validated
Bell
a
to
lot
bell.
of people because when Madonna came out of that cage front of the ring, I'm surprised the amount of heat he got.
Mm-hmm.
And this was before the booing on the promos.
Yeah.
I was surprised how much heat Dominic got.
Yep.
I was surprised because it being November after the rise and fall of Sami Zayn's single run as trying to be champion, he was
He's
still
still
relevant.
Yeah,
He's still relevant.
yeah.
So,
KO?
So
I love this version of KO, dude. I know he's hurt, but I love this version. This is the best version of KO I think we've seen since 2015.
KO wasn't in the match.
Fuck, what the- why the fuck did I think KO was
What
in
other,
the
His link
match?
was
what
with
other,
the
what
other.
other white guy with a beard were you thinking of? you saying we all look alike?
I mean, you're the spitting image of Drew.
Put on a Luchasaurus match, dude. You're fucking-
Go like
No,
this.
no, no. It's kill switch.
It's kill switch.
Do the countdown.
Yeah.
I bet you look like Drew.
I can't let my arms up down.
So, Kill Switch, what do you think of this match?
I
you did.
I was gonna bring up the
You
fact that we're talking about.
Who was on that match?
No,
Who was on the
don't tell him. Don't tell him.
5 people
Don't
on
tell
the
him.
Judgment Day team. Give it to me.
On the Judgment Day?
Yeah,
team?
on the Judgment
Day. people.
Fucking Priest,
Uh-huh.
Finn Balor,
Yeah.
Dom,
Uh-huh.
Drew McIntyre,
Uh-huh.
and JD McDonough.
Uh-huh. Face
All right.
team. Who's the 5?
Sammy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say who
Randy?
you know. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay?
Yeah.
2 more. Top of your head. Faces.
Oh, Seth.
Uh-huh.
And he needs some adrenaline.
And
Cody.
Yeah.
I knew it.
That's called cinema.
That's called cinema.
It's
bad
bad
in a row. And scene.
You mentioned the Orton coming back, and like that kind of part kind of annoyed me because like through the whole show it's like Orton's not here. He's not. He just hasn't shown up. He's not returning my calls. It's like, where's Orton? Where's Orton?
His wife's ringside.
in the front row, and he comes out wearing his gear. Like, so he's been there for the longest time. Like,
Yeah.
like the same thing with Carlito. When
No, he
Carlito
just
came
flew
back,
in his gear.
oh,
He
that's
was on.
what-
He was in his gear on the
Yeah,
plane.
they walk around with
He's
that shit all the
as soon
time.
as the plane landed, he's up.
Yeah. He wears that all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
No,
He's got tearaway
no
pants.
pants.
Yeah.
He's got tearaway pants.
Yeah.
So he can
No,
rip off.
he just doesn't wear
walking around
pants.
like
He has Angel Garza. Hey, how you do that thing?
Walking around like Winnie
Oh,
the
like
Pooh.
this?
No pants.
And then other women faint.
Yeah. I mean,
And then
You're not carrying my child. How can this be? It is the way of the dance.
Anything else?
Well,
Yeah.
me and Hector need to get
Go.
on this.
my thing, the aspect of this match is the storytelling throughout this whole match. You had the Drew, Jay. No, as much as you want to say, there was a story between the faces and the heels. There was actually the story in between Seth and Cody
Yep.
about the
they don't like each other.
one thing.
Well,
They had the feud.
And then
Yeah.
here's the thing: the callback when the bull rope came out.
Yeah.
You know, Seth
Seth
started
had
pulling-
PTSD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until they both agreed just this one time. Okay,
Yeah.
just this one time.
Yeah.
Seth got traumatized with that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just the story. I think the way they intertwine all the stories was the reason why it's on our list.
The cover
Yeah.
song from last year was Sammy proving his worth to the Bloodline, Jay proving his worth to Randy Orton because
Yeah.
he understands him and Randy had
Yeah.
stuff in the past. So for Jay to super kick and save Randy and
When
recognizing that,
Yeah.
Now I love that. I mean, taking away from this match, how Bailey sacrificed herself in the fucking women's match.
yeah.
Basically, kind of Jay was like, "Look, bro, I'm fucking here, and that's it."
And even then, when they raise the hands, everyone's cheering, and Jay and Orton are staring at each other like they know that there's
So-
at some point somebody's going to get their comeuppance.
In general, before Abel speaks, what do you think of WWE's version of the Brawl for All so far? Of the fucking War Games matches so far, of like their versions of them.
Oh.
What do you think of them? Because they're not the WCW version. Not almost not even close.
I don't care.
Well,
I like them.
I prefer them.
All I would change is have the participants ringside cheer for each other like the old school ones and
Yes.
have them. I hate ruining the flow of having someone run into the ring and then stop. What's under here? There's
So
a
that-
kendo stick. There's a table. There's a chair. There's a fire
I
extinguisher.
like that.
There's a tampon. Let me
I
grab
like-
this.
I love
no,
that.
run. That's why I liked when Drew walked in there because he was the fucking one.
Cody,
Yeah.
Cody did the same
And
thing.
Cody walked in
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's the baby
You don't
face.
need
He's
no
the
fucking
pure.
weapon.
He's the white
that was
bread
my
hero.
nitpick of it.
Yeah.
When it
Orton
comes
brought
down
the
to,
RKO.
if you want to make it that way, do it old school ways. Either have the tools already inside, attached to the wall,
Or have them in hand ringside.
Yeah.
That Jericho Dean Ambrose match with the pot, the plants?
Asylum.
Yeah,
The
the Asylum match. That's not a bad idea, actually. They just executed it wrong. That's
Boy, do I have a company for you. It's called TNA/Impact, and they did matches like this all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Full Metal Mayhem
The,
matches.
the cage
The
would lower,
electrified cage, but nobody really got shot.
the roof would lower with all the weapons.
Lethal
Yeah.
lockdown.
They,
Yeah,
they,
lethal
yeah, they're
lockdown.
hanging from the weapons were hanging from the roof as the roof thing came down. Yeah,
AJ Styles going from the top to the bottom.
yeah.
Those are fun.
All right, were you done, Hector?
Yeah. I'm done.
Okay. I think that there's a lot of problems with this match. as far as what our expectations were they met or were they subverted, or did we get what we were expecting or not expecting or whatever. If you take away some of those expectations, like I did today, which is, hey, this is just a good match, watch the match, and you take those emotions out, I think it's missing something. I think that's kind of a problem, because the biggest thing about this fucking match was who's going to be the fifth guy. That's what everyone was wondering.
Well,
That's
they
what
announced
everybody
on the
wanted it to
promo
be.
on the Raw before that they kind of made it clear it was Orton, so that you wouldn't have the Chicago crowd take over with CM Punk chants for 3 hours.
But they did not make it clear. They made it clear as much as they could, but they didn't. There were still plenty of people who were thinking that it was, going to be Orton, but there was plenty of people thinking it was going to be Punk. And maybe somebody else
that's the
altogether.
fault of the booking the day of, because they're cutting backstage vignettes and promos, and even the argument in the match. Is he here? Is he coming? I told you, fucker, on Monday, he's got us. There's no need to worry about it. So it's WWE's production or script telling, and still having this hesitation day of, when they already said on Monday he's the fifth guy.
And that's not a but, that's an and. That is a detriment to this fucking match, because part of the intrigue of the match was who's going to be that guy.
I thought it was always going to be Orton.
I thought
It wasn't always going to be
Orton.
Orton. That's why he didn't even come out with all the rest of them, because we don't know if it's going to be him, and you don't know if
The
it's coming
story
out.
from Monday, the Monday before the pay-per-view was Cody came out. He said, verbatim, I got voices in my head. The guy that I'm calling has voices in his head.
And he's got a legacy or something, or whatever he said.
So the fact that Orton was going to be, that was their fifth member. The story of it was, is he going to show up?
Yeah, that was the main.
That
story.
was the main story. And when it comes to the CM Punk chance, no matter where you're at, if you're in Chicago, CM Punk's going to be chanting no matter what.
Right.
We've heard it for the past 10 years.
Yeah. So
Big Show's getting stretchered out during an opening match of a pay-per-view, and the fans are chanting CM Punk the entire time.
Exactly.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I understand why we had the conversation on the show. I understand why he's not there. A simple, for your aftermath, your significance, a simple 30-second promo on Monday. I had Orton in my back pocket. He still wasn't completely healed because he's been gone for 18 months. The best thing for him was to have him on ice in the back, ready, not standing in the ring for 25 minutes with us.
Yeah.
A simple 30 seconds that we've said before on the show is all we needed, that we never got.
And that's the point. We never got it. There was it was allowed to happen that people were speculatory of, well, is it really going to be Orton? Not is Orton going to show or not show? Is it going to be Orton at all? Or is it going to be somebody else?
I think that makes it even more beautiful, honestly, because of it's either Punk or Orton. It's either one or the other. And when Orton came out, we were like, didn't matter. It
was going to be Punk, Orton, or nobody. Right? It was going to be 4 on 5.
Here's the other issue that we tend to forget sometimes, because it's us. Yeah. We are still
the minority,
the loud minority. This show, for the most part, is directed towards young people that need to be reminded every motherfucking day.
Yeah.
So that suspense was for them, for the slow people, for the young people, for the Make-A-Wish kids. That story was for them. We can nitpick it all we want, but at the end, what we got was what we were supposed to get, and ultimately it was the right thing that we got.
And I can have my opinion.
And you can still have your opinion.
They can be wrong with their opinion.
You know what? My opinion can be wrong, but I'm giving my opinion. My wrong opinion is this. That match benefited from the intrigue of who's going to be the fifth guy.
100%.
Now that we know who the fifth guy is, on second watch, that match was boring as shit until we got to
the match.
Until we got to
until the bell rang.
Until the bell rang.
No, we got to the cash-in.
No. Shut up. Until we got to about the third or fourth guy. The reason why the third or fourth guy was because that's when all of that rich storyline between not just the faces versus the heels, but the intra storylines between the faces with who's getting along and not getting along, and the heels trying to get along or not getting along with Drew, and whether or not they could trust their own team. That played out. That started. But when it was like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, okay, now it's starting to pick up.
All those kind of matches are like that.
True, but where it really shone, where it was shining, was when it finally got to that part, and it took a while.
Yeah, when Drew came out.
But it wasn't.
Drew came out.
It wasn't because of the actual in-ring oh my God, amazingness. There wasn't like, oh my God,
Yeah.
artistry of wrestling. It was more of what all was the storylines from the writing of the scripts. It wasn't about the storyline that the wrestlers themselves were telling through the artistry of wrestling. And that's where I was like, okay, cool. This is elements of that that was cool now that I watched it a second time. Now, the last part that I'm going to say is that I think the best thing, the thing that I said, hey, this is what I needed with the New Japan match, where, okay, this is your run-of-the-mill good to great match for this type of promotion. It was run-of-the-mill good to great until the Rhea cash-in. I think the Rhea attempted cash-in was the thing that got me to be like, oh, holy shit, I am swerved. I didn't think this was going to happen. Wow, I didn't suspect this in a million years. But you know what? This is fucking brilliant. If Rhea went out there with the briefcase as the leader of Judgment Day to hand the briefcase to Priest to cash in, holy fuck, this is great. But then that's when Randy Orton came out and it kind of ruined that. But it made the Orton surprise a little bit better, because I think that if it was just Orton coming out, then the reaction you guys had,
It would have been like 70-30.
the reaction you guys had about, oh, the devil was Adam Cole. Well, of course it was fucking Adam Cole.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. This is a bullshit pay-per-view. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all would have been saying the same thing about War Games. Well, of course it's Randy Orton. That's bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. We saw that coming a mile away. Y'all, you definitely would have, because you knew it. Everyone knew that it was Adam Cole, but y'all shit all over it.
Wait.
No, y'all just got to saying you knew it was Orton. Of course it was Orton. Y'all argued with me for 5 minutes about it being Orton.
There's two different things. That you don't know who Adam. You didn't know Adam Cole was the devil. There was no direct things on that Raw. Cody literally said Randy Orton's things.
If we would have watched the video that built up to the match, you would have got that content. So we did it. Porsche fast forwarded through half of the entrances until everyone got into pods, and then the match started. You didn't get to watch that. That's on all of us.
But we watched that back in November.
If the devil went boom, you'd be like, I know who that is. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
But it's about the expectation. The expectation was that, okay, it's Orton. And the thing that made it better, again, I'm saying that this made it better, is the Rhea cash-in. The Rhea cash-in itself was ruined, but that elevated the Randy Orton surprise.
It did.
Would that have what your War Game match would have been ruined if Priest successfully cashed in? Because, like we had the joke earlier, the War Games match technically didn't start until Orton came in. So all that could have happened, and we still could have got Orton and finished up the War Games.
Well, I like that you keep talking about technically the War Games match start and end, because I still am of the opinion that you guys disagree with, that I'm talking about the whole thing. I'm not talking about bell to bell. I'm talking about curtain to curtain. Curtain to curtain is that includes everything of the match until the bell, and then after the bell, and also the Punk stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
I still agree with
Punk doesn't count though.
Punk doesn't count.
I know you guys aren't counting it, but for my opinion, it kind of counts.
I think it counts. No, I think it counts.
He wasn't part of the match.
Well, that's my opinion.
The match was
I'm
already
wrong. Okay, I'm wrong.
The match was already over. Their hands were already raised.
He even
the
said
Chirons in the
He even said it. He saw the end of. He was about to get up and take a shit and let the dog
The
out.
Punk
Whatever
stuff
it
had
is.
nothing to do. The Punk
So
stuff
it's
had
part of
nothing
the
to
end
do.
credits.
This is great.
But at the end, I didn't know it was Adam Cole because Adam Cole was injured. So and my issue,
Really?
we're gonna sidetrack for a second because he
I don't
brought
watch
this
the show
up.
and I knew it was Adam
We're
Cole.
gonna sidebar this for a minute because he brought this up. My issue with the reveal isn't who it was.
Oh,
It's how. So let's start from the beginning. Wardlow's promos. I'm gonna fucking take everything away from you, MJF. Wardlow had nothing to do with the finish of MJF losing to Samoa Joe to win the belt. Wardlow did butt fuck nothing.
Yeah.
So all that was bullshit. Like he likes to say.
It was a team effort, though.
I didn't even know it was
Roddy's,
him.
the reason Roddy is in a neck brace is because of Samoa Joe. Why would Roddy do anything to benefit Joe, let alone give Joe the world fucking title? Adam Cole being on crutches, they should have fucking if for all his faults, if Tony Khan has enough sense to say, hey, you know what? Awesome Khan cutting bitch's hair isn't working, let's scrap it. You know what? Cody Rhodes' wife on the mic isn't really doing good. Let's just drop it. They should have fucking dropped this whole devil shit the second Adam Cole got hurt, because it made the execution of it was a complete fail.
Even now,
I like that Adam Cole was the devil, and you're paying attention. I like that the Kingdom are coming up. I like Undisputed Kingdom. I don't like that Roddy's again a lackey. I don't like that the Kingdom is again a lackey, even though Matt Taven's a former world heavyweight champion.
Really?
Wardlow is a
Ring of
lackey
Honor.
again after the
Breaking
Pinnacle.
off twice.
And breaking off
yeah.
twice.
Wardlow.
You know,
I didn't even notice that was Wardlow, to be honest.
I thought it was Ethan Page.
Yeah. I didn't know
Okay,
that.
wait,
was
what?
man.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Ethan Page. Here's why I didn't watch. I didn't watch because I was at New Texas Pro watching fucking Mason D. Madden, aka Mace, aka Brennan, at his first independent booking, and it was in Pasadena, Texas. So I went down there after the match, or after the show. I went and hung out with him, Eric Lockhart, and JJ Blake, along with Randy and Porsche, and we went out to go eat at House of Pies. We were talking about, oh, hey, look at this, this is what happened. We were talking about what we missed and what we didn't see. I was like, oh, yeah. Wow, that's cool that they put Ethan Page in there. I totally thought Wardlow was Ethan Page when they showed the group shot. I was like, oh, that looks like Ethan Page. I fucking told JJ Blake, oh, yeah, Ethan Page is in that group. He goes, really? Oh, okay. Brennan's like, oh, well, I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
and then the
You're
other
the
racist.
And
there's
there's your issue.
And here's the worst part.
And all
If
I'm
you-
thinking it was
if
Ethan
you-
Page.
If you take out the devil stuff,
I'm sorry, Brendan. I'm sorry, JJ. I'm sorry, Eric Lockhart.
interview
Just
later
in
on.
case.
Randy.
if you take out the devil storyline from that, if you take out the devil storyline, nothing, absolutely nothing from the main event changes.
Yeah.
You could easily have the commentary say MJF has been going through shit this whole year. He's our fighting champion. He's their scumbag. He's glued with tape just to fight a guy that he's already beaten before because he knows he can do it. And if he tapped out after the third arm, everyone would have lost their shit. They see Adam Cole at ringside. They're expecting him to do something in the match to cause MJF to lose it. What did the devil and the Undisputed Kingdom do in the match to cause Joe to win the belt and for MJF to lose it?
Goddamn thing.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Wardlow said wrong things.
And
He
you
didn't
know
cause
what
some
this gives me a callback? Well, what were we speculating when the pandemic era was happening? Who was the leader of Dark Order?
Bro,
We never got to see Brody. We were all thinking who?
Matt
Christopher
Hardy.
Daniels.
Yeah.
Christopher Daniels.
Oh.
I thought Matt Hardy was one of them.
Matt
Hardy. Or Matt Hardy.
Yeah, he was a
Christopher Daniels,
suspect.
Matt
Because
Hardy.
guess what? Matt Hardy at that time, free agent. This is perfect for
Yeah.
him. Matt Hardy came out. He was the opposite of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was teleporting comedy,
Yeah.
broken Matt all over again.
So yeah, that's complete difference. on
That's
that.
one of the
Two,
big. That's
two great things happened at World's End. There's no marriage between the two. That's the
I've
biggest
seen
problem
this
for
big
me.
comparison, and what do y'all think about it? The MJF, Adam Cole being the devil and Vince being the higher power. Which one of them was?
Oh, man.
it was
worse?
me, Max.
Which
It
one-
was
which
me
one
all
was worse?
along.
I personally
As-
think, as a wrestling fan, I still love that Vince was the higher power. I know it doesn't make any sense.
You know
I
who-
know it doesn't make
You know
any
who
sense.
the devil should have been?
Who?
Tony
Not,
Khan.
he's
Tony
not
Khan.
answering your question.
Tony Khan.
Yeah.
I'm tired of people treating me as a joke. I made Punk an example. I'm about to make you an example. Done.
Danielson.
You're
That's
calling me
it.
you call me a mark. Call me the devil.
Yeah.
Nice.
But no.
I'll
Answer my question,
sign
though.
your last
Answer my
paycheck in
question.
blood.
What's
Piss off.
what's your answer to Arnold's question?
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
What was worse?
It was
being
me.
the higher power?
Oh, I love the Vince higher power stuff. Because-
I still love
Cole?
it.
Because
Cole
okay.
being that's the
Because-
that's the
because-
100% the
yeah.
worst.
there,
Vince put
here's
Stephanie on the
here's
line.
a hot take.
Yeah.
Here's a hot take. Even today, there is still not an expiration date on the heel character of Vince McMahon.
Yes, 100%.
Never.
We all still hate him.
Personally,
You can
He
come
hasn't
up
gotten
with
any
whatever
better.
reasons on either side of the camera. Right now, if you were to put Vince McMahon on television right now, he's the biggest heel on WWE.
Shit, with that little pencil mustache.
There is no-
Woo!
Yeah.
Lord!
The expiration date is written by the pen of God. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Vince
That
is
is
always
true.
going to be the heel. So this World's End was garbage.
And the thing
Yeah.
is, the thing
Because
that
there's still
sucks-
people cheering for
Yeah.
Adam Cole.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, the thing is, people are still going to cheer for Adam Cole.
Mhm.
But it should have been Adam Cole. It makes sense that it's Adam Cole, so I'm cool.
It does make sense that it's him, but it just
dragged on.
it doesn't. But it doesn't make sense because
Anyway,
he's injured.
my point,
Coming back.
my whole point was the surprise itself. The surprise itself of it being Orton was, if it wasn't for the fact that Rhea did her thing.
Yeah.
It enhanced it, but damn, I kind of wish that we got the cash in.
And to not sound like a lackey, but you know what that is the difference between WWE and AEW? Good booking.
Hey,
So it could be
Well,
better.
And the other part,
Yeah.
I know that we shouldn't count it, but I'm gonna count it. I don't think that I was 100% happy with Punk showing up at all, period. And then Punk showing up after this match, it feels like they overshadowed what happened in this match.
When everyone at the end of the night is talking about a person that was only there for a minute and a half and didn't wrestle at all instead of a solid main event and a pretty consistent card, that's telling.
in fact, actually,
I agree with him with
Actually, the more conversation out of the next day was Rollins and Punk.
Yeah,
it was
Rollins
video
flipping
The
off.
aftermath.
That was
Yeah.
the bigger thing than
Yeah.
if you were smart, you would have just had Punk come
Okay,
out.
so-
But
Punk opens the show, comes
you can
out.
say that Orton's promo after
With
that
Mommy?
match was the best promo I've ever seen.
And
Randy
Daddy?
Orton.
True.
Yeah, it's the best
What did he-
promo
what
I've
did he
ever.
say?
Fucking Daddy's back.
Yeah.
Daddy's
Dad's
back.
home. Whatever
Yeah.
the fuck he said. Yeah, like that was the best Randy. This run right now that Randy Orton's on is the best run since him and Riddle. Before that,
Yeah.
you know,
I do have a question. If the cash in had happened,
Mhm.
could anybody win the match?
That's
The
what. That
belt?
was what I was.
That would have been a great.
because
That'd be a great question.
because Rollins cashed in at Mania and it became a 3-way.
Uh-huh.
So does that mean the guy
It's 5
who
on
the guy
4?
who, the guy who gets the pin
Wins the title.
wins the belt, right?
Yeah.
JD could have left champion.
If anybody won from the
Dom
Judgment
could've
Day,
They
Hey,
would've been-
if anybody won
Dom
from the
could've been
Judgment Day,
champion.
Yeah. Oh,
they could have handed
Dom
over
could've been
the
champion.
title to Priest.
Yeah.
They could have, if that was the grand
Team
plan.
Priest versus Team
Yeah.
whatever, and if Team Priest
Now,
yeah.
if the faces had won, yeah, it would have been whichever face it was. But again, that's up to the Judgment Day to make the call. But again, if that had happened, holy shit, what if Finn got the pin? And now Finn and Priest are arguing, that was my fucking briefcase, and you're not the champ. And now we got Finn versus Priest for the fucking title.
Yeah.
And
we
we
had
that
this
makes sense.
discussion.
Or-
we had the
yeah.
discussion.
Yeah.
We had a lot more possibilities.
Yeah.
With them cashing in and actually.
Or you get
competing.
Cody taking the belt because he gets the pin.
and that's
And
where
you
I
get
think.
Cody and Rollins are
Yeah.
like,
And that's where I think the story could have been a lot better. Again,
Yeah.
you might have forgot or you didn't know. They announced the Monday before the match.
That was
Randy's the 5th.
Yeah.
You could have a backstage promo. Randy, you're not 100%.
yeah.
Sit in
Get
this
out.
ice bath.
If
We'll
we
be
need
ready.
you-
We'll be ready. We know you know when to come out. You know when we got you. And then a clip later on, while the War Games match is on, there's a forklift blocking the door that Orton's in.
Yeah,
So
something
you
like
have
that.
the time to cash the check and the paycheck and actually take the title. Or by the time that's happened, Orton comes out late, but he still comes out. Then the War Games match
they could
goes.
have filmed
Vignette.
Kevin Owens moving the truck out of the door.
Then Kevin Owens would have had
Yeah.
something to do.
Yeah.
All right.
Are
Is
we
that-
ready?
Are we ready for our
Are
math?
you ranking this bitch or what?
4th place.
Okay.
What's your 4th place?
War Games.
War Games gets
Woo!
1 point. Arnold.
4th place.
Yes.
4th place.
War Games.
War Games gets
Wow.
1 point.
As much lively debate as we had,
Yeah.
we have 1, 2, 3 people
Yeah.
putting War Games as number 4. 4 people putting as War Games as number 4.
Now, here is a fault that I can agree with.
Uh-huh.
You, whether blindly or stubbornly,
Okay.
I made this conversation with you,
Mhm.
or we didn't get a chance to record about this.
Okay.
I believe the men's Iron Survivor from NXT was better than this match.
All right, yep.
Mm.
That,
I think Arnold and I both agreed that it wasn't.
I
right?
will say,
the reaction.
that regardless, it's not my pick,
No.
so there's
no,
not a reason for me to fight for it.
no.
But I will say that it beats that War Games match.
I'm with you.
Y'all two might disagree, which I remember y'all disagreeing in the chat.
That was
but
why. Because the three of us
Yeah.
sat there and you said that I was on the episode when War Games got added to the list, and I said I picked Iron Survivor.
Survivor.
better.
So in
But
4th
then-
place is War Games with 5 points.
It's already settled.
It's done.
Wow. Okay.
Scott, what's your 3rd place?
Cole and MJF.
Well, and MJF gets 2
Oh,
points.
okay.
From Scott.
All right.
Abel, what's
My-
your number?
My 3rd
your
place. Naito versus Ospreay.
Okay.
Ooh,
The concussion stuff was a detriment for me.
okay.
Naito versus Ospreay.
Oh.
MJF Adam.
Oh.
So this is
He's the tiebreaker
he's
on
the
that.
tiebreaker on this.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
MJF versus Adam Cole.
What?
It could have gone either way. With me.
Uh,
Yeah,
Oh my god.
they were like narrowly right here with me.
Arnold, what's your second place? Let me guess. Ospreay.
MJF.
Oh,
Yeah, no, yeah,
MJF.
yeah, yeah,
and Cole.
yeah. He already said his main. He's number
Okay,
one.
MJF and Cole.
He said his.
All
Yeah,
right.
he already had his number
Hey,
one.
well, let's get
It's
to it in
dang.
order.
Gets 3.
All right.
Give me one.
Me, my number 2.
Yeah.
My number 2, Speedball versus Ospreay.
Oh.
That's my number 2.
Scotty?
What do, my number 2 is Naito and Ospreay.
Got you.
Hector, what's your number 2?
Naito Ospreay.
Oh.
So at least 3 of us have the same
Oh
favorite.
shit.
My number 2, Naito Ospreay.
Oh my god.
So let me take a guess. Scott. Speedball versus
Yeah.
Ospreay.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
What
He
the
said the same.
fuck?
Yeah, 3.
Speedball.
That's 3.
Arnold. Speedball versus Ospreay.
What the fuck?
Hector.
Speedball versus Ospreay.
What the fuck?
Chris.
Speedball versus Ospreay.
We don't need to even count.
My number 1,
Abel.
MJF versus Cole.
Yeah.
Well, again, opinions can be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And that was one of like fantasy booking matches. You know?
4th place. War
Blame
Games.
yourself, Abel, for putting this match on.
4th place.
Hold on. Portia says in the live chat, once again, you're welcome. She was the one
Yeah.
who brought that match to
Okay.
my attention.
What did she put? What's her favorite?
Portia, what's your
Yeah.
match of the year?
4th place. War Games.
Speedball.
She's
Speedball.
saying
Speedball.
Speedball.
Speedball's for
Ospreay.
Abel, so that takes a
4th place. War Games. 2nd place. Tied between Naito and Ospreay and MJF
Oh wait.
with 13 points.
Wait.
Wow.
Porsche.
She's just Speedball.
First place.
No, between those 2 matches to get
18 points. 18.
Speedball.
Speedball versus Ospreay.
What the
So
That is
fuck?
our
wait,
match
you
of the
need-
year.
The
You need a
match of the
tiebreaker.
year happened in front of
We don't need a
45
tiebreaker because
people.
it's 2nd place. Doesn't matter.
And
Yeah.
First
cameramen.
place.
We need a 3rd place. Though. We need a
There is no 3rd place.
There's no-
I was never
Okay,
a junior
hold
in
on.
high school. I was never a junior in high school because I went 9th, 9th,
You did
10th, 10th, 12th. I went 5 years of high school.
Wow.
I was never a junior.
If you want to do a tiebreaker, there's only one batch that got 4 points, and that out of those 2, and that was MJF versus Cole. So MJF versus Cole is 2nd, New Japan is 3rd, WWE is 4th. First place, Speedball versus
there we
Will
go.
Ospreay.
What?
Bitch!
What?
Yeah.
Thanks, Abel, for bringing that to the table.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're very welcome.
I'll drink to that.
No, hold on.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
you played yourself.
No, I did not play myself technically. Because remember when we were sitting on the couch and I was
Doesn't
like,
matter if you lose face.
no, I don't mind
There's
losing.
only
No.
2 other people watching.
No, what I'm trying to say is I don't mind losing face on this because as we were sitting out there, I was like, man, this is really, really hard for me. I didn't change my number 1 and number 2 until this motherfucker started talking about how good the MJF Cole match was for the aftermath. And I was like, oh, you know what? You're right. When he started saying that, I sat here and I switched my 1 and 2. My 1 was Speedball.
Oh, that was your number 2, Speedball and Ospreay?
That's what
Yeah,
I do.
I flip-flopped them.
I add the
But-
drama. That's what I do.
I flip-flopped them. Had I not
Because-
flip-flopped them, it also would have been my number 1.
Honestly,
That would've been a
if that
19 points.
if that was
Ospreay.
Because
I counted. No, I added his wrong.
if that was the case, if the aftermath counted, Naito would have been 1. Because he
He
his
won the
story-
title.
his
Ooh.
story
Good
completed.
point, good
But see,
point.
I took that into consideration with my thing.
Good point.
I did take that into consideration.
Yeah.
So your consideration is flawed.
Yeah, well, so again, it's my opinion.
Yeah.
But again, thank you to Porsche
That's
for
why
bringing the
your
match to my
opinion.
attention.
That's why your opinion got you 13.
And
Yes, thank you,
I
Porsche.
just have to add this. 2nd place should have been Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus.
I will see your Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus, and I will raise you the men's Iron Survivor
It was a good.
because the story in the last 45 seconds with Trick Daddy
It
getting the
was.
points to win,
And
and
then
the crowd
The
going
historical
out of their fucking
significance of
mind.
it was even better because nobody cares about the Trish Becky
Yeah.
now.
Their rivalry's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Trick is just
Trick's
starting.
going up.
Yeah.
And it's earning more jealousy from Carmelo because he won that Iron Survivor,
Yeah.
a guaranteed title match, and now
Is
that
it-
that storyline's going in the next gear.
Did Melo's the one who attacked them, right? That
They haven't announced
it.
But it's
Oh,
gonna be
wait.
Melo.
We don't know
Wait,
who the
that's your
devil is
devil.
yet. Yeah, we
That's
don't
your
know who the
devil.
devil is.
We
Yeah.
all know it's gonna be fucking.
There you go.
Dragon.
Why should it be Dragon off?
Yeah.
Well, if we all know, then it sucks.
It's cold. It's gonna be cold.
All right.
Wow,
It's
holy
gonna be
shit.
Punk.
Who is your breakout star for 2024? Who are you looking for?
Wait, we didn't already do breakout?
Not for
Not for
2024.
24, for-
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going way left field. Marina Shafir.
what?
Yeah.
She's in the Blackpool Combat Club now.
What?
She's in the Blackpool
Yeah,
Combat
what?
Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was this?
Max
Wednesday?
called her out on his
Yeah.
press conference after his match in New
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah.
That Marina Shafir, she's part of the Blackpool Combat Club.
Condom Club.
Hey, I got. Hey,
Honestly,
she put me in a headlock. She's
Is it
fantastic.
the story with Marina and Rousey because they tagged and the Rousey's
that-
coming back to put over Shafir?
No, it's more of trying to build her up as a single star, individual, but
She
doing
needs
the
charisma. She don't need ring work. She needs
No,
charisma.
she doesn't. Because the charisma part, I kind of agree, but she doesn't need it. She doesn't really need
Just
it.
like
Not if she's going to be in the
Claudio.
BCC.
Because
doesn't
honestly, look, if you want a prime example, look at Marina Shafir's match in Bloodsport last year.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty.
That in itself should give you like the basis of hey,
I will buy it if they go Dark Order style. What made me like Dark Order a lot was Anna Jay and the chicks that, came with them
Yeah.
and supported
They
them.
weren't the only
So
ones
if
that
she
came with.
comes out
Right.
and Blackpool comes behind her and flanks her like Brody King does for,
that was cool.
then that'll
It
put
made her
her
look
over.
that much bigger.
They made her equal.
New Japan style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that will
Yeah,
make
the
her
team
equal.
around her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought about when you were talking about that. The biggest flop from this year, Wesley getting hurt.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
fucking love Wesley.
Yeah,
And I
Wesley-
thought he was having a fantastic
Wesley
year.
could have probably broken out more than Melo did.
Yeah.
I would have expected Wesley to be an entrant in the Rumble this year
Yeah.
if he was still walking.
Yeah.
So him and Kobe.
I know he's got
poor
like a
guys.
serious injury.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
Is at
Well,
least a year.
Yeah.
Who's your breakout for this year?
I think that's super fucking easy.
Jeff.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Hardblade.
No. He's one half of our match of the year, Speedball Mike Bailey. With this new stuff going on with TNA that's on Endeavor, it can be very possible that TNA actually gets a lot more eyeballs on it this year. And if so, a lot more eyeballs on Speedball because they're going to fucking feature the shit out of him.
So I'm gonna asterisk that
Okay?
because his coming out party technically was when we got to see him in Dallas because that was the first show that he wrestled in the U.S. since he got his passport shit
Yeah.
fixed. So
Party
we
show.
know what a speedball is before
Yeah,
any
21?
of y'all.
No.
So,
But y'all are,
So
that's
if-
right.
y'all are in the
But-
sticks.
if
now.
That's
Speedball
21.
wins
We're
the
21,
world
right?
title in Impact, that will give you what you're looking
And that's
for.
That'll
where
be the
I'm
breakout.
going with.
That'll
You're
be the
going that
breakout.
high?
I'm going that high. He's already had the X Division title. They know what they have with him.
Him and
Oh, yeah.
Shelly could be entertaining.
And
Yeah.
again, if what they're doing now with the rebrand of TNA actually fucking takes off, then whoever is on the fucking top of the mountain at TNA, which I hope is fucking Speedball, they're going to be really fucking relevant this year.
Imagine him and Kip Sabian, Kizarni, and Sabian Siberia.
Sabian Siberia.
Yeah, let me be a little more realistic because of styles.
Okay.
Imagine Speedball versus Josh Alexander.
Oh, son of a
I-
bitch.
Yeah, I'm in.
Speedball versus
Can you
Alex Shelley
stop
for
with
the
the
title.
headgear? Can you just stop with the headgear?
He has, hasn't he?
Good.
I think
He
he did.
did.
Good.
He did.
Good.
Shelley and
Maybe I'll
Speedball
watch
for the title.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
I wouldn't even mind.
If Speedball had
and
the
Moose.
if Speedball had the X division and cashes in as option C.
Speedball and Moose.
Oh,
That would be nice.
That's an underdog story right
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw, but in NXT there's a guy called Obafemi.
Yes.
He did the
I am
pounds.
Team
Yeah.
Obafemi
Yeah. Yeah.
all the
He
way.
did the pounds and it looked clean.
That's your
mine.
Obafemi?
Obafemi.
Obafemi.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Obafemi, bro.
I also Obafemi would be cool.
Obafemi?
I wouldn't mind. I already Dom was already, but I think Dom this year holds a major title, not a world
Yeah.
title, but I even said it on.
Maybe
We were watching day one together, and I was like,
Maybe the North
Fucking-
American title.
I was like,
You're-
They already had it.
no. I was like, fucking let him beat Gunther.
Yeah.
Let him be the
Yeah.
one. Let him be the one.
At Clash at the Castle.
Yeah.
Oh God. No, in Berlin.
Revoke, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's-
Revoke,
that's in Berlin.
revoke his
Okay.
passport.
Yeah.
Don't let him leave the country.
He's got an anchor.
I would have said Trick Williams, but I think we're already there.
Yeah.
Like we're looking at him now.
You're literally taking it out of my mouth. Like, yeah,
Sorry.
I was
He's
gonna
gonna-
say Trick
he's-
Williams, and I was thinking about it. I think we're already.
We're there
No,
already.
no, Trick Williams.
He's over with the IWC, and I don't think he's over with everybody.
Exactly. I say midway through the year, Trick Williams WWE. If not, Mello.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah.
give Trick the Kevin Owens treatment. I'd have him show up on Raw or SmackDown as NXT champion.
Oh, nice.
That's where you get the rub and the intro. And if you do it in the right place and crowd already does the hyping for him,
Yeah.
that's gonna sell him easy.
I'm gonna be selfish and throw out one more.
Brennan.
Well, yeah, maybe Brennan, but I think somebody that might be a little bit closer than Brennan, Bounty Hunter Brian Keith. He's been featured on AEW 3 times now.
So
He could very easily get the Brian Keith is all elite here in the next maybe month or two.
Okay.
And if he's on AEW already all elite,
Rampage.
there's gonna but there's still gonna be a little bit more eyes on him.
Here's the trouble. Here's the problem.
Again, I'm being selfish with it.
I want to agree with you.
Yeah.
But Brian Keith has already lost 3 title matches in AEW. What significance does he bring to the roster at the moment right now to AEW? They
The
should have
same
not
amount-
debuted him the way they did.
The same amount of significance that Sky Blue has. Sky Blue didn't win nary a match until a
but
month
she
ago.
never had title matches to start
That's
her
true,
run.
but she had that.
She never had title matches to start her run. The
Mm.
first times we saw of Brian Keith, he had 2 titles matches in AEW and
Yeah.
1 in Ring of Honor, and he lost them all.
Okay.
So you already put
he's
his
got
chips
the
on his
carrying
shoulder.
cross treatment so far.
Yeah, that's not
So
good.
that's the other thing. Again, this hurts me to say because he's a fucking H-Town guy. He's missing something. I know he's got that gimmick.
Who?
The
Oh,
head
Brian
kick.
Keith.
Even then, I don't know if he's too small.
I'll say it. He's too small.
he's too small and not in great shape. But I think
This
if
is
he-
going to
if
be
he bulks
awful.
up,
If
I think he'll be
Hangman,
fucking great.
if Hangman had Brian Keith's gimmick, Hangman would still be world champ right now.
Fuck yeah.
If
You know what?
Hangman was
There
a
it is.
bounty hunter?
There it is. There it is. That's what it is. I love his gimmick. I love that he's from here. I love the way he talks. I love
His,
everything about
his
him.
theme
He
that he
just-
used at Ring of Honor. tipped it off.
Come on. He just
Push out.
he doesn't have the he doesn't have the what is it
It
the
factor?
airport
It-
fucking
it factor, yeah.
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 The airport?
The airport says
Yeah,
can't imagine
the
saying-
airport
When
says-
if you see
Vince
somebody at the
saw somebody
airport,
in the airport, it's like, who's that?
that's gonna be arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't have that. But shit, neither did Daniel Bryan. So you never know.
It took a long time.
If anybody
Sure,
could get
Brian
away
Keith.
with it in any promotion, it would be in AEW.
Yeah, it's fuck yeah. Adam Cole could be a champion
This is awful because I just bitched at it all year. It would be in Ring of Honor if Ring of Honor was
relevant.
Yeah.
Brian
Which-
Keith would be your guy.
And, if it doesn't work out in AEW, it could work out in TNA.
You could
You know what? I'd say it would work out in New Japan. Not all their top stars, their heavyweight talent, are tall or big.
Does that lead into Nemeth?
Portia says, "How dare you besmirch Brian?"
I have,
Brian Keith.
Are you going Nemeth in
Ryan
New Japan
Nemeth?
as your rising star?
Or
Dolph
Nick-
Ziggler?
or Nick Nemeth.
Nick? Yeah, Nick.
Ryan and Nick. Yeah.
Nick is Ziggler.
So Ryan is
if
one.
he joins the G1,
No, Nick's in
I
New
want to see
Japan.
that.
But they both are.
I would
shit.
love to see Dolph in the
I would see.
G1.
I would love
The
to see him.
Z1.
I would love to see him.
That's what he calls it.
No, that's what he calls
Z1
it.
Classic.
Z1-ish.
Z1
But
Classic.
honestly, I just think he's gonna be used to build up New Japan strong.
You got
Yeah,
2024 could be great for Swerve
Yeah.
and Osprey.
No females.
Yeah.
Osprey's already popular, but not to
Perazzo.
the American, the full
said
American
Perazzo.
audience.
Oh yeah, you did say Richie Ver. Yeah.
All right, I'll say it for you. I want to see what the fuck Jay Cargill does in WWE.
Yes.
I'm the same way.
And
Yeah.
if rumors abound are true that Camille Brickhouse has been signed for NXT,
Fuck.
Camille
I've
and Jay
never seen a single
Cargill,
match of hers, but she is the opposite.
Airport quality.
She's got the airport test. Like, she
Jay
looks
had his,
like
Jay
a
has it too,
fucking
man.
Yeah.
$1,000,000.
Mickey James's guy is there.
Nick
all,
Aldis.
all this.
Yeah.
He
That
was,
was-
he was
that
in her
was their
stable. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, strictly business.
You think he's gonna wrestle at all?
Nah.
No, he's just strictly.
I don't know. He might
You
have
know
a
what?
match.
No. Somebody's gonna hit him and
Or
I
RKO
don't-
him.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're building up with Roman. he's not following Roman's stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the moment we're gonna get a chance to just vent out what we've seen so far because we're like a week in 2024.
Yeah.
Who is headlining WrestleMania both nights? Because the
It's-
picture's getting crowded,
I think-
and
nope.
he's already answering it for me. Thank you.
I think this is so easy.
I think it's easy. I
been
already have it
easy.
in my head.
It's been easy.
Okay, go
Night
for it.
one.
Go for it. No, yeah,
Night
go for
one,
it.
Punk and Rollins.
Yeah.
Night two,
Rock and Roman.
no,
No.
Cody and Orton.
exactly.
What?
Yes.
Yep.
That I have Rock and Roman opening night two.
Jade and Cody? What?
They can't wrestle each other.
I mean,
What?
what? Jade
I've,
wrestling
yeah,
Cody?
I've got Roman losing the belt at the Elimination Chamber, or losing losing it at the Elimination Chamber, and Cody.
Oh,
got-
Jade night one.
I got Punk and Seth 9-1,
That gives them both their main event they always wanted.
and I got Cody and Roman
Main event.
Cody and Roman.
night
Yeah.
2
Cody, I wouldn't be mad at that.
because
You
honestly,
got Rock and Jinder.
no,
Oh,
I got Rock and Roman
That's your
In
breakout star
Australia.
in
Rock and
2024.
Roman in
That's it,
Australia.
Rock and
because
Roman.
that
That's what I
doesn't need
said.
a
That's what I
doesn't need a
said.
belt.
No.
You're fighting for the table.
Oh, you know what?
You're fighting for the chair.
Yeah.
You're not fighting
Yeah.
for the
Fighting
belt.
for the little jalapeno necklace,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Chili's.
Oh,
Chili's. The red
Yes.
Yeah,
chilies.
the
Yes.
jalapenos are green.
yeah.
This is the one
The
time
chipotle
that the
peppers.
belt doesn't matter.
I think WWE severely dropped the ball by not doing something more to follow up with the Jinder promo, because I think that was the
There
best
hasn't been a
Jinder
Raw
promo
yet.
there had. Number two, or SmackDown was the best promo Jinder. Was it
It
SmackDown?
was
Raw.
Raw.
It was Raw.
There has not
The
been a
best
Raw yet.
promo that
It was day
Jinder's
one.
come out. He raised some fucking valid points about our
He
shit
said
country.
no lies.
And
Hey, you know what's the sad part? This was Mustafa's.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, that was his
Yeah,
gimmick.
but- yeah,
we
but
were supposed to get from Mustafa.
That was his
Mustafa's
gimmick.
fucking 4 foot tall. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Mustafa didn't pass the.
He doesn't pass it. Yeah. If he had his shirt off, he does because he's
Yeah.
fucking jacked now.
Yeah.
I was hoping The Rock would acknowledge their audience in India and say, look, whether this ring is in San Diego or New Delhi, the crowd would be chanting my name. San
Maybe
Diego would start chanting,
Yeah,
and that
Rock-
would prove and that would at
Rock
least
versus
silence
Jinder
Jinder.
in Australia.
I wouldn't mind that
I
either.
love that.
maybe we shouldn't be talking about airport tests with Middle Eastern people.
Why? Because when people say they're the bomb, they're like legit the bomb.
Too soon.
Never forget.
But yeah,
Our truth is in Judgment Day, regardless of what
Yeah.
any of y'all think.
He is the Sami Zayn of the bloodline, like
Yeah.
until
And
further notice.
JD is out of it.
Yes.
No matter
He's out
what.
of it.
They had a match. He
He's
lost.
not even on their shirt.
Tell me
Our
about
truth is,
Yeah.
So we're gonna the next time we get together, presumably, is to preview the Rumble.
Right,
yeah.
Before we record, what is the match from All Japan that you're already suggesting should be on our list for match?
it's
of the
not
year?
all Japan. It's Noah.
Noah. What was it from Noah?
Noah.
Kino and I forgot the other guy's name.
Orale.
And honestly, it's because
Balrog or something.
the build up to that match is the way I phrased it. I have it written down is it was imagine if the bloodline literally disbanded. You got Jay and Roman fighting for the main event, and then they both get the Naito treatment of you were supposed to get the main event, but Kota Ibushi came in and took that shit away from you.
Oh.
Okay.
That's how I built that one up of okay. And then the fact that the match was strong style through and through, it's perfect.
okay.
I've got Danielson versus Okada that I'm suggesting we also watch from New Japan.
I like
Okay.
That was probably the most. That's a lot better than the
From
first
Wrestle
match.
Kingdom.
There's a lot more
Oh.
chemistry in them two. I would say, not that we have to watch it, but I was a big fan of the triple threat with Finley and Ospreay and
That was
Moxley.
that was the best. Not the Hidden Blade, but the other one.
Stormbreaker.
That was the best Stormbreaker Moxley took.
Yeah.
She was nice.
You know, you bring this up right now, and this begs the question: how are we going to format 2024's
The
match of
same
the
as
year?
before. The same as this year.
Kino
Last year.
Soya.
Now, well, hold
One-
on.
NXT needs its own division.
That-
No,
that- that's where I was gonna
NXT
go.
needs it. It's a different game.
No.
It's a different.
Then
fucking-
Ring of Honor needs its own. then All Japan needs its own.
I don't.
Start
No,
about
stop.
four
I
is
don't think
enough.
Ring of Honor needs its own because Ring of Honor is not significant enough. But I think NXT might be significant
What
enough
about
this year.
TNA?
4 is enough. If Scott
It's
and
not
I
there
are
yet,
here,
but I'm not sure.
If Scott and I are here telling you that an NXT match was better than main roster WWE, we don't need 2 categories. It's enough as its own.
Yeah.
On the only thing you could do is if you put the NXT in the other category.
Because I mean, what? Okay, Bailey versus Sasha back in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
There was
You're
a
always
match.
going to go back.
No,
to
no,
that.
no, because there was a match in WWE in 2015 that was like, I can't remember what it was, but it was like just as good, and it won it out. But this was before we were doing categories.
Before we were
and
doing
shit.
categories,
Everybody was free game. So if not, NXT would have probably been canceled out by fucking whatever Cena versus AJ or whatever.
The way it's done now is.
I think it's good, but I think NXT probably should be under other.
No.
It's the same
But
logic.
it's still the same thing.
It's
It has to beat the other ones.
Yeah, it
Hell,
still
we
has to
just-
beat the other
we
matches
just-
anyway.
We just
so
had
why
a
not?
TNA match.
That's what I was about to say.
Every other one.
Yeah.
Every single year, other didn't mean shit until this fucking year.
Keep it the way it is.
I keep it.
Okay, Porsche says it should be Endeavor, Japanese organizations. Yeah, well, Endeavor, Japanese organizations,
And
and
Warner Brothers.
any con organization, Tony Khan organization. And then
That's
That's not a
that's
bad
what we
So
thing.
have.
that's even shorter. That's
what
3
we
matches.
actually have.
no, that's 4. That's 4.
Endeavor Con.
Endeavor, Japan, Con, and other.
That's what
That's
we
basically
have.
what we have
Yeah.
now.
That's what we
Okay,
have right
all
now.
right.
That's what we have
Agrees.
now.
All right.
Thank you, Porsche.
Yeah.
So we're good then?
No,
No.
but I'm outvoted.
Okay, so you'll need to make time to catch up on your sleep and
Yeah.
on your DVR.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll have time in a couple of weeks.
Konosuke Takeshita versus Darby Allin I think is worthy also.
Goddamn, write these down, motherfucker.
I
Damn.
would
Believe
say
it or-
Nia versus Becky.
And Nia versus
believe
Becky
it or
also
not, we
deserves a
basically
shout.
have all of our 4 categories filled up in 1 week.
Blair
Yeah.
Davenport.
Goddamn.
Blair Davenport
All right,
versus who?
Okay, Endeavor. What
Like
category?
Lyra Valkyria.
I
Becky
don't
and
see
Nia.
it.
And
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Japan.
Okada Danielson.
New Japan,
All right.
Okada Danielson.
All right, other
Kino,
Pro Wrestling Noah.
cons.
Darby and Takeshita.
Jesus Christ.
Literally.
Possibly. That's
Possibly.
all
I'm gonna
4.
wait 6 months and then
Yeah.
we can reevaluate.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what we'll see.
I watched.
again.
I watched
you
3 out of the
see
4
me, I
matches
saw
the
the
first
show.
time today, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Because possibly, yeah, you filled up all 4 categories just this week.
This one week.
Okay.
That's how good
But
wrestling
I feel like
is
last
now.
year
Right
was the
now,
same, last year
yeah.
was the same thing, right? There's always like you had Omega
Yeah.
and Osprey.
Wrestle Kingdom always has a
One, at least one. Every single year, there's always like we already got. It's always Osprey or Omega and somebody or Okada and somebody. It's always
Yeah. When
there's
AJ
always
Lee
that
comes
match.
back, wins the Rumble, and fights Mommy at WrestleMania, that's gonna be the number 1. Right there.
and lose to mommy.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fight it up.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That actually makes sense. So Portia is saying that TNA would fall under Endeavor, which would be
Yes.
WWE.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh yeah, you said WWE, NXT, and TNA.
It's owned by Endeavor.
Other is other. No,
No.
other, no.
TNA wouldn't fall under other.
Let's be honest. When you look at Endeavor, who comes up to mind first?
UFC.
UFC.
Put him in the match too. Did you see?
Fucking Cain Velasquez versus.
Cain Velasquez versus a guy that tried to rape his kid.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
Honestly,
got my money on Kane.
hold on.
That's gotta be Kane.
Honestly, it really depends on how serious Endeavor is going to be taking TNA. Like if TNA is going to be to
probably
Endeavor,
not.
They're in the other. They're in the other.
Endeavor
category.
does not own TNA. Endeavor is only the distribution for TNA's programming
Like-
and television.
Like
TKO
Warner
do
Brothers
not
doesn't
own-
own
TKO
AEW.
owns WWE, owns UFC. TKO.
Endeavor is a separate, larger company. Endeavor's the broadcasting,
Yeah.
and they're
No, no,
broadcasting TNA. That does not mean they bought WWE bought them. Doesn't mean Endeavor
Actually,
or
no.
TKO
Endeavor
bought them.
owns
so it
UFC
doesn't
and
matter.
WWE, merged them into TKO.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah.
So that's why
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
so
saying. So
There's
Endeavor's
no
up
TNA
here.
has no business
TKO
in the
is
same
right
it's
category.
Endeavor, TKO, under TKO is UFC and WWE.
yes.
But then Endeavor also has TNA.
But
They
not-
don't
but they don't
have
own it.
They don't have
TNA.
It's
They don't
it's
That's
have
the point.
Endeavor
No.
with
Yeah.
TNA.
Think
over
of
here.
Endeavor like NBC, CBS,
Yeah.
Fox.
Oh,
That's all that
Like Time
is.
Warner.
There's
Okay,
no
okay,
sense
okay.
in no. This is the right way.
So TNA is other.
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 Okay.
This is the
That's
right
the
way.
Let's
All right.
get-
This is
it's
the way.
5 o'clock. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Plus four
5:30.
matches.
It's
Four
5.
matches.
Let's get the
Four
fuck
matches
out
are
of here.
good.
One more
Come on.
question.
Nice.
What's the one thing you want to happen in 2024? Go.
Don't come to me. Go.
Go.
Punk
Go.
Punk wins his first main event at WrestleMania. That's what I want. That's what I want.
End of the streak for Roman.
Whoever buys Raw's rights puts it back to 2 fucking hours.
That'd be a nice one too.
I fuck with 3 hours.
Nah.
I fuck with
Nah.
3 hours.
You
2.
fuck with an hour 40 on DVR.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 hours.
No.
Yeah.
Portia says a Damien Cashin.
Oh,
It's got to.
yeah.
Successfully?
Ooh.
Is or that? Yeah. Be more specific over there.
Damn. He cashes in on Punk after Punk wins the main event at
Yeah.
Mania. That'd be fucking great.
Yeah. I want that.
Everybody's happy.
I want
Seth
madness.
gets his main event. Punk gets his main event, and we all are happy that Damian
Main
Priest.
event on Saturday. Yeah.
Mason D. Madden gets signed to a major organization.
That's already happened.
No, it hasn't.
He's
been
been
in
for
WWE.
6 years.
No, a different major organization.
Scott,
That's just
He's
the
a
streak.
swerve.
The streak ending.
New
y'all think
Japan.
the streak is gonna end this year?
I
Yes.
don't. I think they're
It
gonna reach
should.
it to Hogan.
It should.
Yeah, no, it should.
You asked me what I wanted to
I know
happen.
what you want.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, but that's what I want.
I
Give me whatever.
got Triple H playing nice with New Japan.
Again,
Okay.
he got Liger
he
for
tried-
Takeover.
yeah.
Yep.
Triple H playing
He got
nice with
Dempsey.
TNA.
He got Dempsey. Yeah. He got Dempsey in
All Japan.
All Japan.
All Japan. Yeah.
Who would you want to see WWE deal
Nakamura
with
and
like that?
Noah.
Like how, the
Wait,
same with
what?
like Liger, like how they had Liger for who would you want from New Japan to show up?
Minoru Suzuki.
Murder Grandpa.
Who would you have him go against?
Vince McMahon.
If
Rapey Grandpa.
if Ospreay is smart, he would ask Triple H if he can be in the Rumble for fucking free.
But he's
He works for
AEW.
AEW.
He's AEW.
No, but
No.
that doesn't matter.
Technically,
Not yet.
Not yet.
Start yet.
His contract's up on middle of February.
He's still
He's
under
got a
New
handshake
Japan.
and the
In
hamburger.
In 5 minutes for free, he will
okay.
still make money on
But-
the back end
but-
for the
Okay,
exposure. and him.
okay, but the thing is, him coming out in the Rumble is only gonna surface and help people who know who he is. Nobody in WWE knows who the fuck
What?
he is. Because
Again,
you said
that's
earlier.
Japan.
You said earlier.
Bro, I've been watching the
WWE
Rumbles
is
from like
focused
94.
on kids.
I know. However, WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble are the 2 biggest shows of the year where people travel from outside of
Yeah,
the U.S.
that's
to
true.
watch them.
That's true.
Okay.
So
Dude,
they're
AJ Styles got
so,
popping. I never watched a match from
Yeah.
him, and I popped for him because shit,
The
this is a quick guy I heard
demographic
about.
in those events is the world stage.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
It's
So-
not countryside only.
yeah. So there will be
And
at
they
least
are
half,
expanding out to a world stage.
there is at
also.
least half of the audience at Royal Rumble.
Fuck
if
that.
Ospreay debuts at the Rumble or does it one night, people will know.
This is a very simple one. And it's Royal Rumble related because of where it is. Big E comes back in the.
Oh.
Big E comes back and gets the run he
I don't
fucking
know.
deserved to have.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is going to be an awful take, but I'm going to say it anyway. I want Big E to win the Rumble.
That's not an awful take.
I don't care. I don't care if
That's
it
not an awful take
usurps
at all.
Cody's story or Punk's return
Yeah.
or Roman in the table.
No, because they could do the Elimination Chamber shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big E.
Big E.
Main
The
eventing a
pop
WrestleMania.
that would get for Big E.
Man, the heartstrings on that, man. Woo.
I just want Big E back.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I want a Big E back, Big E back, Big E back.
What's his name? Rich Holland gets eliminated by Big E.
Yes.
I've got this weird idea that the Rich Holland redemption story in NXT is building up to him teaming with Big E for like forgiveness.
Ooh, I don't want to see that.
That's
Yeah,
a-
so you can't hurt
There's the
him.
only way that they're
That's
angling
too
this.
dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're tag team partners. I
Yeah.
can't hurt you, so
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
his tag team
yeah.
partner.
I think that's the only reason that they're trying to push Rich Holland with this redemption storyline of hurting people. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they would have never done it. So
That's
there has
actually
to be
fair.
some kind of intertwine
Yeah.
with Big E in this.
Yeah.
Either that or Hall of Pain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hall of
The
Fame.
AOP and all them are back and stuff. Yeah.
Authors of Pain.
Yeah,
Hall
Hall
of
of
Pain,
Pain,
like-
no, I know,
Hall
but
of
I'm
Pain
saying.
gimmick for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All
Is that good?
Anything else?
No.
right.
No.
We all want to leave.
One
See
more
you in
time.
2024.
One more team.
No. We're done.
No, we're done.
All right. Thank you so much. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
This episode was great.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Oh my ass.
Hey. That's why you always leave my house with you saying, "Oh my ass."
That's why you should come to more recordings.
Hey.
Oh,
3 hours, 4 minutes.
he's like legit gone.
Dang. I wonder how many people Abel thought was going to agree with him with his pick for match of the year. for him to be so aghast when we all went fucking speedball.
It's not passion.
I honestly thought that it was still gonna win out.